coffee over there?
Coffee and drinks.
Don't touch anything. It's the greatest find yet. Nothing compares to it.
But it's definitely something you should hear.
This is The Real Deal with Larry Lawton.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to The Real Deal with me, Larry Lawton. We have a great show today. I have a bunch of people in the studio. We're going to be talking football today. It is the start of the NFL, and it was yesterday, but we are taping this on Saturday morning. Here we are. So you guys are going to get the real version of what we believe, and you're going to see how stupid we were or how good we were in this game. But before I get started, everybody, please check out my sponsor, Oliva Cigar. They are the best. They really are, people. They've done it right for me. They are our partners, and we have so much going on with them. I was just with a guy from Germany the other night, and we're looking to get our cigars in Germany. So that would be pretty cool. He went back. I speak to him through WhatsApp. Then I spoke to China. It cost me $50 because I didn't know I should have used WhatsApp. That was stupid. $50 for that phone call. Hey, Nick? Crazy, right?
Yeah, I didn't think they'd charge you for phone calls like
Yeah, $50 for a stupid call, and I couldn't understand the guy anyway.
Yeah, once you're overseas.
It's China. They'll charge you for everything. Yeah.
Oh, it's China.
All right.
Trump's China. Anyway, and everybody, check out my book, Gangster Redemption. Cooking book is update. It will be up at the end of the month. Yes, it's been a delay, and that's it. That's just printing, and that's China. No, it's not China, but it's just it's crazy now. First of all, the summer's back, school's back. We didn't plan that, and a couple other things. Anyway, we have a great show. Let me just start the show. I have in the studio with me, everybody, I have my brother Dave. He's back. He used to do the sports and the news. He's back. He used to do Ukraine. And all he used to say in Ukraine was, hey, Dave, what's going on in the war? Ukraine and Russia are at war. Okay,
they still are.
The Jets are doing good. And we got, of course, Nick, the producer. We got Paul, who's been on my show a couple times, my nephews, and my other nephew, Joe. He came in from Iowa. Don't ask where Iowa is. It's a flyover state somewhere in the country, guys. It's in the United States. Nobody knows where it is. If I asked you to pick Iowa out on a map, 9 out of 10 of you could not pick Iowa out on a map. Could you?
Yes.
Sure?
100%.
Not Ohio. Iowa.
100%. I'll pick Des Moines out, too.
Des Moines. Yeah, we know he knows Iowa. Des Moines?
Des Moines,
Iowa. He only knows, you know why he knows Iowa? Because of the primaries. Am I correct?
No, because I'm...
Oh, you're an Iowa fan?
Well,
Get the fuck out of here.
He lived in Minnesota.
No,
so
I lived in
Minnesota.
I could name
How
every
many times have you been to Iowa? Never.
Never.
I've been there.
Don't mean I can't pick it out on a map.
I flew over it a lot, too, going to L.A. But anyway, we're here to talk football. First of all, Nick told me something the other day, Paul and David. Nick says he doesn't know anything about football. Nothing. When I say nothing, I asked him, how many points you get for a touchdown? How many points you get for a touchdown? Do you know that?
I looked it up. It's 7, right?
No.
That's
I really
with an
don't know.
extra point.
Yeah,
What, 6? Is it really 6?
Yeah. Do you
I
know
didn't
about
even look it
first
up.
downs? And you don't know even.
Where are the lines? The white lines?
Yeah, well, kind of the white lines. Do you know what a field goal is?
That's what this thing...
Yeah, and he goes through it. Look, see the football. So we're going to give him a trivia question.
It's just so slow.
How do you
and
get a
boring.
field goal?
It's
Slow and boring?
Slow and boring.
What do you think of baseball?
Slow and boring. But they don't take as many timeouts, so that's all right. But every 5 seconds,
Timeouts in baseball.
every 5 seconds in football, it's
That's
like,
the media, though, that
let's
does that.
time out. Come on, guys, let's just take a break.
Media
real
timeout.
quick.
Wait.
It is far from boring and slow, football.
Yeah, what
Compared to baseball.
okay. So what sport do you think is good?
I like to watch hockey.
Oh, hockey?
Hockey's a
all
fast
right.
sport.
He gets a good kudos for
Hockey's
hockey.
a fast sport, Nick.
Yeah.
Slow and boring? Look at soccer.
Oh, I won't. Even,
Oh my
I
God!
won't even
Exactly.
mention-
Who the
yeah.
fuck plays soccer?
I won't even
Oh
mention
shit!
that.
A lot of my audience is overseas. Sorry guys, I like soccer. Messier.
It's football.
Football.
It's
over
football.
there.
Yeah.
Football.
Yeah, I mean, we never grew up with that. David and I, in our age group, we never even knew what soccer was, man.
I love watching.
Right, Dave? Did we never? I didn't know what soccer
They
was.
didn't have soccer in high school when I was in high school.
Only one name I've ever remembered when I was a kid was Pele.
Yeah.
And just because he was the greatest
one
that
of the
ever
best.
lived, they said. I don't know if it's true.
He
All
played
right.
in New York.
All right, now football. We have fans. Are you a college football fan or are you an NFL fan?
Both.
Around the room.
Both.
Both, but what would you want more if you had one?
NFL.
Paul?
I do college.
College, really? Joe?
I'm college too.
Nick? YouTube?
Yeah, probably Mr. Beast numbers.
What he's talking about, everybody, and you all know that if you're watching me on YouTube, because we are back on YouTube and we're going strong on the podcast on YouTube. Mr. Beast gets bigger numbers on the Super Bowl on every video than the Super Bowl gets every year.
Yeah, I heard now they could watch your podcast on YouTube.
Yes, you can actually watch us on YouTube. We are bringing them up when we bring the show up. So we used to put up the Spotify, and then a week later we would put up the podcast on it. Now we've coordinated where we got some guys working with us, and they're really good. I want to shout out to those guys, Anthony and Daniel, and they are from Boston, and we're working with them, and they're really, really sharp kids.
And what are they doing? Editing?
Everything. I mean, they're just sharp kids. You know what I've learned? It's kids are sharp today, man. You know, the younger
It's those
generation.
Don't
computers.
underestimate
Huh?
them.
It's those computers.
Yes, it's computers. What's wrong
It
with
really
that?
does something to.
What are
make
you
people
trying to
sharp.
say? I don't
What do you
fucking
mean?
know
It's the computers. No, I'm just saying.
So,
It's the person using the computer, too.
Yeah,
though.
give David
Give
a
me
computer.
a computer, and I
What do you-
suck.
Exactly.
David, can you turn
That was-
on a
that was
computer?
my-
Yeah, I could turn it on.
Larry
But that
knows
is-
computers, but
No,
he asked
I
for a
could-
lot of
I
help.
could Google
he called me the other
something.
day for some help.
What did I call you
on
for?
remember the app we were trying to upload?
Oh no, that's different. Yeah, that's an app. But no, I know computers pretty good. I mean,
What,
for
the
me.
Fire Stick?
For your age, you get around well on them.
Yeah, for 60.
Yeah, the Fire Stick.
But
issue.
I actually bought it. You know what it was? My sister did not have.
An updated one.
No, it wasn't even a Fire Stick. It was a little square thing. Said Fire.
There's Fire TV.
Fire TV.
Oh, is it
Yeah.
That's
different?
it. So I ended up buying her one. I just got it right there. I bought her
Is
one.
this set up for, or you need? me to-
I'll get. Yeah, well, I think I can do it now. Oh, you can do it. We can do it. Who knows? Paul is the one who steals everything off the internet. No, only kidding,
I do
everybody. He
not.
does not do that. All right. So we got college football. When is college going? Is it going strong?
This is,
Are they still using
Oh,
the kids?
Is it today? We got a big day today.
oh,
college?
big day. Saturday's always college.
Who's number one in the nation? now?
Georgia.
Georgia still. Who's that? Alabama's got to be number 2.
Michigan.
Michigan.
What about Alabama? Number 2.
Three.
Three.
Are
I
they-
think Michigan's 2.
Michigan's
Michigan's
2.
they
2,
still
Alabama
using the-
3, Ohio State 4.
Are they
Who?
still using
As
the
of
kids
right
as
now.
slave labor?
Who?
Are they still using the kids as slave labor?
Who? Michigan.
Oh, good point. No, Nick.
No.
College football now, the kids can get either
Paid.
paid or whatever.
Good.
Does anybody know how that works?
They can
Joe
sign
might know
autographs
that.
and
Joe, you
sell
might know
merch.
that.
It's the NIL.
Are they paying them
they're
yet?
Getting paid, yeah, they're getting paid. If they're good enough, they're getting paid, and it's
Who
changed
who
college
pays
football.
them, Joe? The alumni?
Alumni, there's different groups. So Hawkeyes have a
They-
group that does it now.
They can take sponsors though, like say they're popping off on Instagram. They can take sponsors and
Yeah, like
deals
they
that.
could
Okay.
advertise Nike
Good.
Let me
shoes.
tell you what's going to happen, Joe.
When did that
And
happen?
I want to say this.
Last year?
David,
Okay.
you know Tommy Bohm, obviously.
Yeah.
My Tommy's like my stepbrother, and his young son is like my nephew. Calls me Uncle Larry. He's a number 1 prospect in the state of Florida.
Quarterback.
High school. Number 1.
Quarterback.
Massive kid. And
He signed a letter of intent for
right? He went down, they interviewed him, and it was about money. They actually offer this high school kid going to a college money and endorsement deals. And it's amazing what they're throwing the kids into at a young age. Now, obviously, you got to secure your future one way or the other. What I think is going to happen, I'm going to have him on. I'm going to have him on the show. He wants to come on, too. What I think has to happen is what Nick just said is so important.
Watch your elbow. Watch that.
We all know social media is the biggest influencer today, period. I mean, it makes TV look like garbage. My brother walked in here today and goes, you guys never watch TV. We don't, ever. Do you watch TV?
Not a lot anymore. I watch movies and stuff.
But you don't watch any news as you get it off the
I
internet.
hate watching news.
Thank
It's
you.
depressing.
It
stuff.
is.
Why the hell?
And then my point was, everything is on the internet. We know that, everything. So you're going to get kids who aren't as good maybe, but can get some because there's such big influencers online that they can bring an alumni, Iowa, big recognition online like we can do. Like if you ever had listen, I wasn't joking. Mr. Beast, you don't know who he is, right? Of course, everybody here. He gets bigger numbers every video. I looked at a video the other day. In 16 hours, he had 60 million views in 16 hours.
A lot of companies can't even afford.
They can't afford
put
them.
Put a sponsor on them
because
it
their
takes
budget
their
is
yearly
they
budget.
can't afford them.
Caitlin Clark, who's a basketball player at Iowa, who put Iowa on the map. for women's
Loud,
sports.
Joe.
Who put Iowa on the sports for women's map? She makes over 1.2 million last year
Mhm.
in NIL deals.
Is that the
And
gymnast?
Oh, and
This
endorsement
is
deals.
a woman.
Is that the gymnast?
No, she's a basketball player.
Basketball
in Iowa.
player.
And Stephen Curry, follows her because she's so awesome. But a woman making 1.2 million in college.
Yeah.
That's a woman.
A woman.
Is it because she's big on the internet too, Joe, or is it just she's that great?
She's that great.
Well,
And
but that's a fluke, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
You're gonna get kids.
What is she, Joe? A center or forward or
Point
guard?
guard.
Guard.
Wow, little girl.
There's a gymnast. I don't know where she is, but there's a gymnast and she needs security now. She had to hire her own security.
LSU.
Is that her?
I follow her.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She had it.
Uh-oh. Joe follows it. This could be creepy.
Yeah. But yeah, no, yeah, her.
I was talking to your mic.
Gymnasts at LSU hit. Yeah,
Yeah.
crazy.
You talk about getting paid, but
Well,
you know
then-
they still get busted. So Jim Harbaugh for Michigan has a 3-game suspension
The coach.
for buying a kid ice cream or something like that.
What you mean?
So you
even
can
with
pay
all,
a player, but you can't buy him a meal.
Oh,
So
come
there's
on.
weird stuff.
That's some
There's
stupid stuff.
It is
You know,
weird
they got to figure it out. But all
But
I
the
meant-
alumni could buy him a meal?
You got to do it through that certain.
Joe, are you
called.
involved in that in any way, Joe?
No.
Are the alumni at all?
Well, we pitch into the group. Yep.
So are you considered one
Contributor.
Iowa alumni?
Yes.
So you understand? They tell you when you would do donations, where it might go, and all that.
Exactly. We give money out, and it's to a fund. It's a different group outside the university.
You don't directly give it to a player.
We
You
don't
give it to the.
University of Iowa. We give it to a group, and
Okay.
then they distribute it to the players that need be to get that player in or to help keep that player.
So they might buy him a car or something like that.
They can.
They can do anything you want now, right?
Yeah.
I have a question for you. Do they still tell alumni like you, hey, listen, you can't go up to a player. Can you go up to a player and give them anything you want?
I don't know why you couldn't.
Well, I don't know. Legally, you know,
Well,
like,
Jim Harbaugh
So what's-
tried.
You're
Bought a kid
representing
an
the
ice
college.
cream.
No,
What's
right?
your
If
involvement?
you're associated with the university, you can't.
Well, I'm wondering if alumni can.
Alumni ain't?
Yeah, should be.
No, they're not. I mean, they're alumni, but they're not unless they're working. I think for the university or some sort.
Wow,
of
that's really kind of it. If they
technical.
want to get you, they're going to get you. I don't know the real laws. Maybe we'll find them out. My point was, even Geta is in the social influencing world where the money is way bigger than any college football or even some NFL. Mr. Beast his company's worth $1.1 billion.
Well,
That's crazy.
Gaming did more.
Watch this number.
Gaming
Listen,
did more
we looked it up.
in profit last year than sports, music, and television combined.
Combined.
Wow.
Gaming. So, I mean, you know, the money, we don't see it because we're older cats here. But I'm going back on gaming. We were on with people last night. I'm going to have my own server. It's a GTA server. It's called a role play server where, you know, people are making $200,000-$300,000 a month on these. I don't care if I make 10% of it, but it's not even that. It's not even the money. It's where advertisers like
community,
Oliva said they'll want to get involved with me on this project because they could put a store in that server. You build your own world, Dave.
Wow.
It's just, you know, I love it because it keeps me young. I mean, you know what I mean? This is what excites me, to be
It's
honest.
a sense of community. You know,
It
that's
is. It's a
where-
sense of
so
community.
They know
And
where to target.
You
their
guys have
communities.
kids. Joe, your kids, I know they're all over the internet. They don't even, I will bet money your daughters never watch TV.
It's all TikTok. It's Instagram. These kids.
Yeah.
It's all social media.
Joe, Paul's
Snapchat.
growing up with the youngest.
Yeah.
Snapchat now is big. It's actually, they're doing a whole bunch of stuff with us influencers. But I'm sitting here wondering where it's going. We're talking about sports. I'm telling people I think this. I think TV as you know it, except, because news, Dave, you said you watch news. You are an old cat that nobody watches freaking news. We all get it off the internet. All of us. Off the internet, right? Everybody here get it except you?
I don't even have a computer.
Well,
You have your phone.
you're
Your
dying.
phone is-
Yeah,
your
that's
phone
my
is-
computer.
You're dying. You said you're dying.
And I do what I do look.
I said?
And I do
No, I
look.
didn't.
Yes,
I
you
do look
did.
at. I do look at news on my phone.
Yeah, so
is a computer.
that's a computer.
I got an app,
Your
you know.
phone is your computer now.
Yeah, that's
Almost
what I use.
everyone has a
What I'm
computer.
saying, Dave, is even you get up in the morning, you go, oh, I saw this on my phone. You know, like you send me something.
Yeah.
So you really do get. Why do you even need to turn on a news and hear some jerk off on one of these networks?
With a tiny suit.
Yeah,
and a
remember
big
that
head.
guy? Oh,
And a big
whenever I
head.
get drunk, there's a guy, a weatherman I watch. He's about 150 pounds, but he wears a suit for about a 110-pound guy.
A weatherman.
He's got a neck this
They
size.
use-
I want to just snap it.
They're usually hot-looking broads, weather woman. now.
Yeah, well, this guy, well, maybe he's hot to somebody. I know, he's not even hot to me. But so everything has gone to that digital world. Everything's going there. And I think sports is going that way too. And the reason I say that is I have a feeling, I don't know if it's going to take the quality of sports down, because you might catch a university, like not a big name university, want to get one of these big influence. Listen, when Mr. Beast hits a button, he's heard and seen by more people than any medium in the world. Makes Howard Stern look like it was a nothing.
I wonder when the internet's going to get involved more in sports then.
They are.
Like as far as
Well,
showing games on the internet live. And
I will show you something that happened. I read it just the other day. I was thinking of you, bro. The Live Golf, because of YouTube, is one of the reasons the PGA was so scared.
Yeah.
Because they were making a presence on a platform that's attracting very young people. I got Oliva Cigar, a cigar company. They love me, and what they said is, no, we want to attract the younger people. Not to hurt them, obviously, or anything like that, because of tobacco. But it made a great point to me. He goes, Larry, he goes, if I get a person who follows you who's 25 and they're smoking cigars, I have a customer for 50 years. If I get a 60-year-old, I got a customer for 10 years. You know, he goes, it's just a numbers game.
All, like Live Golf and the PGA, they're
combining.
competing.
They merged.
And
They merged.
They merged? Okay. Well, I was going to say beforehand, they could have just went to the Nelk boys and been like, hey, can you promote our tour?
See-
and that'll go through the roof.
See you're right, because they're into that. They have you all know who Barstool Sports is, right? Dave Portnoy. Did you know Dave Portnoy sold his company? Tell him how much, Nick. We looked it up. $800 million.
Wow.
For an internet company, bro. Like these guys doing what?
Because it was sports news.
Sports
That's
news
where you got your
on
news
the
from.
internet.
But they do sports betting now. They do
They
everything.
do
Yeah, they
everything,
really
bro.
do.
Again, and they're attracting to the younger. My demographics are young.
So if you needed to know anything about sports news on the daily, you would turn
You turn
YouTube
the
on
daily.
and you'd get your
You know
news.
who they are?
that's what you should be watching for your picks.
What are you talking about, bro?
So about football pool.
All right, let's get that down. I want to make a bet right here on air so nobody can say they didn't hear it. You, me, and Paul.
Your bets do need to be recorded. I know you in betting.
Why, he's not-
For sure.
He'll
Yeah,
say it in
I figured out why you guys all voice memo your bets now.
We have to write them down. We have to write them down
Yeah.
before the game because
No, we
he'll
co-
change them halfway.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
it
getting a
is
bad
him.
rap
Yeah,
here.
no.
I'm the one who pays.
I'm down with that.
motherfuckers.
Is
Like,
exactly
look,
what
you wrote it
happens.
down. It's the other team, and you had these points.
Oh, man.
So you do it to everyone, not just me. That's all I have.
Yes,
Okay,
Nick.
cool.
If you don't know football,
Oh,
why
yeah,
do you
yeah,
bet?
he's noticed that.
No, I'm not noticing.
That's why when Pete used to come in here, we used to write every bet down.
Yeah, that's what I
On a
told him the
piece of
other day.
paper.
I was like, you
And we
are the
made
sole
two copies,
reason.
one for you and one for the guy.
I knew it.
Remember that, Paul?
Yes, I do.
That is true. But now what we're going to do, first of all, I'll tell you what, us three, in the charge pool, each one of us, $250 bet. Whoever's the highest. Doesn't matter where
We gotta
anybody
do
else
that
is
before
in
the
this
week
game.
starts. We can't do that
We
already
just
after
did
the
it.
first game.
No. You mean for the year?
For the year.
For the whole year.
No.
I'm in.
For the whole year.
I'm in.
I'm in.
You don't got to put $250. I wouldn't do that. I mean, that's crazy.
I'm in.
I'd rather party.
For the year.
For the
Yeah,
year.
For the
For
year.
the whole year.
Are you
Whoever-
in?
I'm in.
Are you in?
I'm in.
Okay, you
When
heard
is
it.
it
Are you in?
I am in.
Okay.
The charge pool. Here's the
Yeah,
rule.
we know.
End of year.
Who had,
Okay, well, all three of us know it, and it's on tape.
And it's on tape. And whoever is leading, no matter where we
At
are.
the end of the
at
year.
Points wise, that's the, the way.
Before the playoffs.
Yeah, I think
Because
the
then
playoffs.
another pool starts by wing.
No,
only
no.
this pool. They're not doing
Yeah,
this pool.
only this pool, which is before
whoever's
the
win
playoffs.
gets $250 cash money Venmoed by each guy.
Done deal.
Done deal.
It has to be through Venmo.
Dave, can you work that Venmo?
Yeah, I got Venmo.
Oh, wow.
shit.
Man, that's a shot
I
right
might
there.
not know how to
David's
work it.
got Venmo.
I might have to ask you to do it for me, but I got it on
Can
my
you spell Venmo?
So, okay, now football. This week, opening week, what's your favorite pick? What's your number one pick?
In the cha-cha pool?
No, I don't give a shit where it is. You're telling my audience you used. Oh, I like the shirt, bro.
But
Good
in
shirt.
what? Are we talking about with points or in our pool?
Yeah, no, with points.
Oh, Jacksonville.
What are
Jacksonville?
you saying?
Lock of the week.
Wait. What do you mean? What
I don't even. I'm so lost.
What do you mean?
Points?
With point
spread.
Tell them what a point spread is.
It's a Vegas line. I mean,
What's a Vegas line?
Vegas makes lines.
Oh,
And,
yeah,
like,
they do.
Jacksonville is favored by 4.5 points now over who they play them?
What?
Indianapolis Colts.
I didn't understand
It's
anything.
Chinese to him.
It's how many points you win by or lose
You
by.
do you
really
get
don't know.
points?
So
How do you get
Jacksonville could
points?
win the game by 3 points, and you would lose if you had Jacksonville because you're given 4.5.
You have to lay before the game starts. You're down 5.5 points or 4.5, whatever the line is.
Whatever the line is.
So if it's a 7-point line, you are laying 7. So right now, the game started. It's 7-0 the other team.
Hey, let's change it. Let's not talk football. I give you a 5-minute spread that you'll be here on time next time you come. If you come less than 5 minutes, you would win that bet. If it's more than that, I would win the bet.
like
And
an
you give them a
over-under.
number.
It's a line.
A number,
So
right?
It's just a number.
It would be like a
Minutes,
line.
points, it
That's
doesn't
fine.
matter.
5
I
minutes
know.
would be
And
the
that was
line.
a great way to explain it. No wonder he's
Okay.
a teacher.
It's a good.
I mean, you know.
Get it now a little
you had
bit?
Trainer.
It's like an
trainer.
over-under, basically. Right?
Well,
Yeah,
they have
over-under.
over and under.
They have that too. They have an over and under bet
It's
for
the
the
same thing.
total.
Over and under on 5 minutes. I'll take he's gonna come 5 minutes late.
Right now, we're sitting here betting. Nick, where's Nick? Okay, I say he's over 5 minutes late. David goes, nah, he's gonna be on time or under 5 minutes. So we make a bet. Now we gotta lay the juice. We gotta lay 10%.
No, now you're
No,
really-
now you're confused.
I just screwed him right up.
Now you're confusing them.
But this week, what's your favorite bet?
I like
Pros,
I like
pros.
the Vikings.
Okay,
With the line. now.
with the line.
Read the line.
I'm gonna give
Over the
everybody a
Bucks.
lock. I'm gonna give one lock a week. One lock. You take it to the bank.
What's a lock?
A lock means it can't lose. It's like you lock the locker at the gym.
So
Can't
take,
get in.
Take the other side, folks.
No, don't take the other side. I'm telling you. And they're going to win the game. And it's my 16-point game in my pools. The Jets.
Like them. I like
Jets are going to win the game. Forget the point spread. I think they're getting 3.5.
They get
Are
2.5.
you betting off?
2.5 now? I think it started at 3.5.
Is that because
Yeah,
you're from New York?
No,
Are
absolutely
you,
not.
Are you
Shit.
betting off like just the teams
I like the
you
Jets.
like?
I agree.
No, not at all.
Are
I
you
do like
sure?
Rodgers.
I am not
Jets.
like
I
that,
think that'll
Nick.
be a good.
Nick
Yeah.
thinks I just take it because I like it. I don't like any team. I mean, I really, I don't mean I don't like a team.
Then,
I don't
Dave,
hate a
do you
team, I
like
don't like a
study
team.
before you pick your bets?
Absolutely. I
you
give it at
study?
least 3 minutes.
Yeah, because yesterday I seen him pick his bets and then
Me saying I'll take the Bears.
he picked his whole draft for the year yesterday.
Bears play Green Bay.
Green Bay.
I love Green Bay.
Now, my upset of the week is Pittsburgh to beat San Francisco.
Oh, no way.
Who's the quarterback? Is the quarterback playing for San Francisco?
Purdy.
Is he playing? I take San Francisco all day long.
See, now they're talking quarterbacks.
That's my
Well,
bet of the week, San Francisco.
I like the Browns.
My bet of
as
the
the
week.
upset.
My bet of the week is Pittsburgh.
All right.
My upset is the Browns over Cincinnati.
I like it too.
I don't. I like
Not as much
Cincinnati.
as I like
I
Pittsburgh.
read a lot about that game last night, and I switched it. I originally took Cleveland, and I went back to
Tell me
Cincinnati.
what you're betting, Larry. I'm going to bet opposite.
Sure, go ahead. You lose. We got the bets are in. I got something to shoot for. I got to take my time. I went on last night after work, and I said, Dad, he's editing. I need the computer. Well, we got the two. I bought 2 screens, and now I see this whole new thing set up because I can't work without 2 screens. See it?
Yeah, that's
Nice.
nice.
Cool, huh? That thing is a pound. 1 pound. It's almost like it's unbelievable.
Don't
Beautiful.
fart, you'll knock it down.
I know. Yeah, it's
He already
nice.
spilt water all over.
No,
it.
shut up, Nick. I didn't do anything. It
He's gonna be
works.
very, very careful with this.
As long as it wasn't Angel Envy.
He instantly
yeah.
drops it, spills water on it.
Oh my God! Of course I did. I do have a couple of things update. Well, even during the show, I can do updates. We got our starter pack start. You know, we just were. I told you I was
Starter
in
pack
China.
for the cigars?
Yeah, and we're adding in it some smells that could take the smell out of your car. Yeah, it's really stuff. I'll see it's up on the top. It's called the Crooked Diamond brand too. We got with the brand.
Oh,
we
the
have our own
spray
brand.
there.
So
You
if
see
you get
that?
If you get a rental car and you can't smoke in it and someone smokes a cigar,
Right.
you use that. Boom.
Absolutely. Boom.
David.
David, what did you do? What did he do?
I didn't do nothing because nothing
Oh,
happened.
you did it.
We
He did it.
We're on a
Tell me.
fishing,
Joe-
we're on a fishing trip.
And he went crazy about it. I gotta take a rental car back to vacuum it out before I take it.
Who?
Joe, am I right, Paul?
I-
Who did that?
And one
I
person
pick
at a
his-
time.
I pick his ass up at the airport First thing he does, gets in my rental car and fucking lights a
Cigar.
Lawton cigar.
Yeah, we got a 5-hour ride.
So he did. But it's a rental
Like,
car.
hey, Larry, hey, there's
So
no-
what? Open
there's
the
no
windows.
smoking in here. He's like, oh, I rolled down the window. I'm like, okay, but
His
there's no
ashes are
smoking in
flying in the
Every-
back.
Oh, that was it. Did the smoke come out of it? Did you get the smoke?
Eventually.
Nothing ever happened. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Well, they do that in hotel rooms too. If you smoke in a hotel room, they charge you
It smelled
$50.
better than sitting in the car with these two guys. I'll tell you that.
But we have now this stuff.
Yeah.
Crooked Diamond. Our first thing is I think ice something. Ice something is our first smell. I'll let you guys smell. Sam, my partner, tried it. He put it in his truck in his cat.
You're blowing the mics out.
Okay.
You are blowing the mics
Me,
out.
typical. So
I can't without him echoing.
Oh, okay. Then
He's already halfway
I'm
down.
done. All right.
Does that work at strip clubs? Can you market that to guys that have been all...
Absolutely.
There you go. Look at
And
that.
you know what's good about it? It came from a guy who does high-end cars, Ferraris, Rolls Royces, and they use
What,
it in
detailer?
Yeah, but uses it in those. Not a guy who has a company, a big company that does that. And so it's good on leather, good, it doesn't hurt, and it's oil. See, that's why the concentrate, that one bottle, I'll show you. You smell that, put it in here. If I spray 5 sprays in here after we leave, after smoke, you come back, you won't smoke, you won't smell anything.
But it gets rid of the smell of the strip bar, but not the glitter.
Yeah.
Glitter? Uh-oh. What
You're on
happened?
your own then.
Oh,
You
yeah,
want
with
to
the
rub on
strip
you
club.
the glitter.
See, I don't go to strip clubs, so I'm not like that. I wouldn't go to them. I think that degrades women, and I wouldn't go to those kind of places.
You're supporting those women. How's that?
In fact, while I say what you just said, our next show, this is a great show, guys. I have my next show, which is our 200th episode, which is congratulations. Where's my little noise? Don't I get a congratulations? Don't I get a balloon thing?
I'll give you your noise.
My producer, you know what he does? My producer's like, I just get, because I have I have all the sounds that go on. But anyway, our 200th episode is Friday, and it is our naked episode we've talked about. So
this is the 199th?
this is 199th episode, and the next episode is 200, which is, it's a really good episode because you have to be naked to come in this room. And we're going to talk about nudity, nude beaches, how comfortable people are in their own skin. Because I'm a fat man, and I'll be naked.
I'm glad I'm sitting
You
in this
don't, but
chair
you're
now
not fat.
before that show and not after that show.
Nick, no, you gonna come, Paul?
I don't know about that.
Why not? He's the young, good-looking guy, tall, not fat. Joe, sit on the couch. David, stay there. Nick has to go. No, Nick actually made his decision only a couple of weeks ago because I needed a decision, to run the board because I wouldn't force anybody to do that. Otherwise, HR would really get on me, and I am HR. But but no, I think it's going to be a good episode. People say, "Well, what's the difference?" Because you heard. Well, we are seen, so you are going to see this on YouTube. The 200. Obviously, we're going to blur out the nipple for the women and the penis tip and all that kind of stuff for the man, but it's going to be a good episode because people think, and I go to nude beaches, I do all that kind of stuff. People think, oh, you're going to get a hard on. No, you don't. At least I don't. Do you ever been nude at a beach or anything like that, Nick?
Nope.
Wow. Okay. Paul?
Yes.
Yes. And you know what I mean by what
I
I'm
don't have
saying.
a problem being nude. I think it's natural.
I think it's totally natural. And when I look at that, David, you ever been to a nude beach?
I was at one on Wednesday with Jamie.
Oh, which one? You went to Playa Linda?
No, I went up
Blind
Cape
Creek?
Canaveral.
That's Playa Linda.
Playa Linda.
Yeah. Do you know there's a better one?
You told me, and I don't know where. I was going to ask you
it's
where.
so
but
nice.
you never answer your phone, so I tried calling you.
It's Blind Creek, but I'll tell you afterwards, Dave. It's Blind Creek. It's really nice. And it gets
you have
packed.
to give me directions or
And
whatever.
I went to Miami. Miami has the best, actually, one of the best in the country. Miami has it where they have vendors there and everything. I mean, like,
The people selling. What are they selling?
like
Naked.
food. No, like food and
Hot
and,
coffee or something.
Yeah.
To drop on yourself.
No, you're at a beach. It's really, it's really good. It's over in the hall of a beach there. There's a nude beach there. And you actually walk under A1A and into the beach. And it's really, really nice. And it's
That reminds me of Jones Beach when you walk
Joe-
the highway and get
We
to
used
the
to remember
beach.
we used to rip the fence down and
Yeah,
burn it
yeah,
and shit.
yeah.
No, we didn't
By the dunes and
yeah,
stuff.
West End too. Oh my God, that was like naked, run around naked. But all people don't know this. There's really, I don't think there's a law for federal beaches. Like if it's a federal land, there's no federal law saying you can't be naked. It's a state thing. It's that.
Oh, there is. Only in certain sections.
I walked.
No, I said a federal. I don't think there's a law. They don't.
Playa Linda is a federal beach,
Right?
but there's sections you cannot be naked.
Who said?
Signs and cops patrolling.
Maybe.
That's
Kids
the same thing
are on
with
it.
firearms. I think you
Kids
can have
are
them
on
at
it.
state, or maybe.
And
you
then
can't
there's
have them at
certain
state.
sections it'll say, this is a nude beach.
I walked from Mexico from a resort from one to another and then walked into a nude beach.
Right.
area.
But
No
you
problem.
weren't allowed to be nude in another section.
Right.
Well, that's the resort. I mean, obviously that's
Yeah,
private
I
property.
did, bro.
Hey, Joe, you did that on purpose, didn't you? But
He wasn't with his wife.
well, I got to say something good. I think it's going to be an interesting show just because everybody thinks it's not about sitting here. We're not going to have sex on the table. Maybe. But I have a dominatrix coming, a woman who does this for a living. She actually is, I had her on the show once and another, one of her friends, and they're going to be naked. So they're
gonna
very
whip
comfortable.
Yeah.
Maybe. I might like it. They're very comfortable in their skin. And I think that's what, I think it's, people, we today in this world, we're too much about, oh my God, isn't it? Does anybody really give a shit? People say, Larry, you're comfortable in your skin. Yes, I was 243. I'm down to 233. I went on my fast and do that shit.
Water
But
weight.
yeah, but
What about
I'm a
after
fat
5
fuck,
hot dogs?
and I don't care. You got to be comfortable because one, there's people with bigger penises, there's people with littler penises, there's people with fatter than me, and you know what you notice when you go to a nude beach? Everybody's fat. You're not going there to some beauty contest.
They're
I
always
tell you
older.
that. I look good on a nude beach.
It always is older.
There's floppy titties.
Yeah.
You're not getting 20-year-olds over at these nude beaches.
So yeah, sometimes you do. You go to Miami. you do.
Most of them are older people.
Right.
Like
They were-
nudist colonies and stuff. They're mostly.
Oh
older
yeah.
people.
Matter of fact, I'm a member of AANR, which is American Association of Nude Recreation. It's actually, and they support nudity, and you have nude RV parks and stuff. And again, everybody's comfortable. No, it's not like, oh my God, here it comes, the new nude guy. Yes, does everybody look? Yes, that's just a natural thing. You look. You don't sit there and say, "Whoa, how you hanging today?" Oh, I see your vein is off to the left. How's that feel? I mean, I've never seen that. Have anybody seen that? No. But
I don't look that close.
so you've been to nude beaches. Have you been to nude beaches around here?
No, never around here. But
Well, you have a boat.
I was
You
in
go out
Europe.
nude?
I was in Europe. What's that?
You have a boat.
Not a nude boat, but you
I
can
mean,
be
do you
nude
go
on
out
it
nude?
if you wanted
Have
to.
you gone out there?
I have not.
Never been on your boat nude?
No.
Really?
I've changed clothes on it, so I guess yes, technically. I've
Oh, I
been
mean,
nude
but
on the
no,
boat.
gone out
But
nude?
no.
Really?
I don't want to flop around and get injured or something. Who knows?
Oh no, because I went to the Keys and I rented a boat, and it was we made it a nude boat for that day. It was pretty cool. That was a lot of fun. But I mean, it's something I like about being free. But that's our show next. This coming up Friday, everybody. So check that out. Let's get back to football. Who in football's got the best body to be in a nude beach? No,
Nick, that's probably something you know, right?
Nick. Do you know about that?
What? You guys know? What do you mean me? You guys know these guys' names, last names, socials, kids, who they're dating, their
Who?
social life. Anyone on the team? I bet you know every single person on every fucking team.
I don't.
No.
No, none of us do.
Hey, I'm getting.
But
old. I
Dave,
don't
you know what?
follow it
Close
that
enough.
closely.
David,
Close
you know, he said
enough.
to me, like, why does your brother like, he asked me why I like YouTube. Why does he like football?
I was gonna get there.
Oh, well, I don't know. I mean,
Who are these people to you?
Yeah, who are those people to you, you see?
I like gambling,
Okay.
Okay.
and it's a good sport to gamble.
I get entertained by it.
And I get
like it.
entertained?
It's entertainment.
Would you watch a
I'm
game if they
fan
had no
of
money
New
on
York
it?
team,
Yeah,
so I
I
root
have.
for them.
Wait a
Many
minute.
times. A lot of
Wait, you watch an Iowa game because you're a fan. You
No,
watch
I
a.
watch any sporting event. If it's going to be a good game, I enjoy that aspect.
Then watch
it's a
Texas,
blowout, I'm
watch
not watching
Texas,
it.
Alabama tonight.
There you go. Well, that's going to be a good game.
You're going to watch
I like
that.
UFC. I'll watch that sport.
Oh, I agree.
That's a
I
good
like
one.
the UFC.
Do you know a lot about UFC?
No,
No.
but I will watch.
I mean, we
people
watch
beat the
it,
shit
like,
out
well,
of
you
each
know.
other
Those are fun
for
to watch.
sure.
I mean, just in general, it's fun. You know, and it's one of the safest sport versus boxing.
Oh,
People get hurt
absolutely.
They stop it before it gets.
Not only
really-
that, that's not the repetitive pounding on the brain. The brain inside the head gets,
See,
boxing.
I think boxing
and
is a
the
little
brain.
boring compared
And you
to
get
UFC.
people that are ground skilled versus boxing
Yeah.
and kick. It's just a cool thing to
Martial
watch.
arts versus
Yeah.
this.
No, it's
And you have the international aspect of it, which is cool.
if we're YouTubers, obviously, so we watch it all the time. Did you know the UFC was bought for $2 million? You know what it's worth?
Oh, I don't know.
$6 billion.
Dana bought it for $2 million.
Him and his partners,
Dana White?
the hotel people. He had I just watched the whole show on that.
all because they went to reality TV.
Yep, and the whole thing happened.
Nobody gave a
Nobody
fuck
cared, but
about
they
the
got that
sport.
reality show where they had a competition.
Then they
You
started
remember that
investing
on TNT or something like that.
emotionally
Team.
into the players,
And that's
they
exactly what
started
it.
emotionally investing.
That's
into
what
the
took it
players.
off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The team aspect?
Yeah,
listen.
the reality TV.
And
show.
they were going under. They had one more event. One more event they were going to put on. They were going on. The brothers. There was two brothers, big billionaires, and they're the ones. They're friends of Dana, and they put the money up. And he ran the whole thing. And
Donald Trump did. He put some money up.
I don't know how
Yeah,
much.
he's at those events a lot. I know
No, he
that.
hosted. I don't think he put money up.
He put money
He
up
gave
for
him the
him.
venue. I think you're wrong. He
pretty sure he
put
put
this
money up
venue
for him.
up. He was one of the first ones in
Trump
Jersey.
Hotel.
In Trump hotels. That's what it was. Because when I watched that, it wasn't his money. But these guys, I forget their names, but they were smart. Now they got out and they sold it. They have shares back to Dana. So Dana White, what a gambler he is. You guys should see him gamble. He's bets 200,000, 400,000 a day.
with Aiden Ross.
On what?
With Aiden,
On
with who?
Is he a billionaire?
Oh,
He's
yeah.
got to be close.
He's got to be close just because the company's worth.
Net worth at
But listen to this. There's a YouTuber he goes and gambles with. The kid's 22 years old. Kid makes
What kind of gamble?
$5
Like
million a
casino
month.
gamble?
Yeah.
Any type of
$5 million a month was it? We looked up.
4 million. Yeah.
He gets one client, gives him $4 million a month. A month. No,
Yeah,
on his
it's
show.
A gambling,
He
it's a
pays him
gambling
to do his
sponsor.
Well, it's
yeah.
a gambling website.
Yeah.
And he has a live stream. And if you watch his live stream, I put on. I mean, it looks like this and all these people who
chat.
throw money.
Yeah.
That $4 million, and I looked it up, is not counting all his other money that comes in from all the platforms and stuff.
And all the other
And he's 22, and he's a little asshole, right? I think he's an asshole. I don't know. Maybe he's not. But
How can
You know
you
the
call
best-
him an assoul and he's making $4 million a month?
no, he can still be
You
an
know,
asshole.
you know the
bro.
best place to
He's a smart asshole.
That's right. I didn't say he wasn't that. I said he's still be an
the
asshole.
best place to get your picks is a Gamblers Anonymous meeting. You go there and pick the opposite of all those people.
That's a good one.
No, Paul, you know the truth. The best way to get your best picks is to go the opposite as Larry.
That's true too.
Oh, the shit's gonna start. Well, we're gonna see. Listen, I think we should even do. I think we should do $20 a week.
Joe, can't you vouch for that?
I can.
I think we should do $20 a week. Us three.
Listen, I'm in. You know I'm a gambler.
Paul.
But Paul won't do this week. This week don't count.
I'm not doing it after we've started the week. You got to do a fresh week.
Did you have 16 points on day?
No, I
City? How many you have?
8.
Oh, then I'm the worst state.
I still don't like that. I like to start fresh, clean slate.
Okay, we'll start next week if you want. I'll text you guys if you want to do it. I'm in. If not, let me know. I'm good.
We're already in for $250 for the year.
Yeah.
That's it. That's done. But I'll go weekly too, because I really think you guys will be a cash cow this year. I mean,
I'll go 20 a week with you, straight up.
Done.
Starting right now.
Starting right now, and I'm down 15 points.
You know
Okay.
what? This comes down to strategy because you might want to win that week, but then you could screw yourself for the whole year.
I know.
This
Well,
could be
that's
really
your
interesting.
choice.
I know that's gonna be good.
That's your choice.
Okay, weekly we'll do. You can or you can't. In other words, you have to confirm weekly. The $20 weekly.
Okay, this week we're
We're in. Even though I'm down, I'm spotting you.
Well,
And then-
it's your choice.
Yeah, my choice. So what we'll do is, every week we'll just text and see who if you're in or not. Joe, you want in on that?
He ain't in the pool. It's hard.
Oh yeah,
But he could do the weekly.
But how
he
do
ain't in
we?
on the pool.
Why does it matter?
'Cause how
He's
can-
not on the 250, but he could be on the $20 a
How?
week.
No, he's not even in the pool. How do we know what points he got? Where would he put a team? Remember, all we're
Oh,
ranking
we don't
with
know
the
the track.
down-
We'd have to
We're going
track
by the
it.
cha-cha pool.
We'd have to track it. We already got the app.
Yeah, you have to send it on the all of that. It's too complicated.
Way too much. No, too much work. Anything that's too much work, we're not doing. That's for sure. Nick, you want in on this?
No.
Just pick by the color of the teams. Or
I
the
was gonna
cheerleaders,
say I'll
Nick. You'll
just
be
bet.
fine.
Yeah. I'll
Do
just
you like follow cheerleaders?
Yeah, I think that's the only reason I would ever watch it.
Nick, I got a question for you.
What's
Out of
up?
32 NFL teams, how many can you name?
We
About.
got the Rams.
Well, okay.
We got
Oh,
the
wow.
Jets.
We're counting. Who's counting?
We got
The
the
two?
Patriots. We got the Cardinals. We got
Ask them where Cardinals are.
the Panthers. We got the Dallas Cowboys. We got
Down to 26.
I think I'm stopped. I don't. Yeah.
Just pick some animals. You'll usually
Did
get.
you
I was
know
about to
you know the
start,
best way to
yeah.
go is go by
Division.
state
A division.
or state. If you don't know football, just go. Are there any football teams in Boston area?
What? Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh's not
Pittsburgh's a
Boston.
team, but it's.
But Pittsburgh does have a team. You're right.
How many teams does California have?
I don't know.
Oh God, it changes every year.
Yeah, it's true. It says it's still three.
tough. question.
Here's a stupid trivia for you. How many New York teams are there?
None.
That's a trick
One.
one. Yeah.
Well,
Buffalo.
if you
technically.
want to go by state, but by name.
But I mean,
Well, name it's two. Jets and
no, and
No,
Buffalo and
Giants
Buffalo
and
Giants.
Buffalo,
That's
three of
and
them.
Jets by
No,
Buffalo.
not if you go by name. They're not New York Buffalo.
Buffalo was
They're
Buffalo was
playing-
in New
Buffalo
York.
was in
though.
New York.
I
though.
know.
I'm
but
not
Jets
naming
and
the
Giants
state.
aren't.
Well, then you're saying Pittsburgh doesn't count as a Pennsylvania team
Right. Exactly.
you can't
You
say
can't
that.
do that. If you're going to go what state they play in.
because then
Now,
Philly and
obviously,
Pittsburgh-
Jersey has two because they play in the Meadowland. But didn't the Jets? No, the Jets went. Did they get their own stadium yet?
No.
Wow, I thought they were supposed to get a stadium.
No, they're sharing.
So
They're in
New
the
Jersey's
Meadowlands,
team is just called New Jersey.
No, New Jersey has no teams,
Oh.
but they used the Meadowlands, which
Here's
is
a
right
question
across
for
the
you.
I
lake.
liked.
Here's a question for you. Here's a question for all of you.
Uh-oh.
What's the
He's
name?
on a he's
What's
pissed.
the name of the stadium that the Jets and Giants play in?
He used to be Meadowland. It's
Yeah, it used to be the Meadowlands.
MetLife Stadium.
Yes,
Yes,
you're
it
right.
doesn't say it.
But they were. I don't,
mess
you
with
not-
me.
I would have got it.
You know where I learned
But,
that?
like,
I don't know if Joe would have.
I went to that stadium.
MetLife?
Yes.
Or what, at the Meadowlands at the time?
You know where I learned that?
Wow.
On the internet.
YouTube.
Oh,
YouTube.
I knew that, but yeah.
So a question for you guys. So I'm a big Hawkeye fan.
Uh-oh.
We're playing our in-state rival, Iowa State.
Iowa versus Iowa State?
Iowa versus Iowa
First
State.
game of the year?
Supposedly it's
Second.
second game, but supposedly Trump's going to be there at the game in Iowa State.
Who's he rooting for?
I have no idea. He should be rooting for Iowa though.
But didn't you go to Iowa State?
Iowa is -3.5 against Iowa State. The over/under is 35.5. What do you guys pick on that? I need to place a bet.
I have a question for you. Did you go to Iowa or Iowa State?
I went to Iowa. I wouldn't kiss Iowa State.
Hey, Paul.
Joe, I
Yeah,
think
just
turn it
everybody, I
towards
gotta
him.
let
Over and
everybody
under
know. Wait a
35?
minute.
Mic towards him.
Joe, the over and under is 35?
I'm sorry, is that me?
On over and under.
Over/under is 35.5.
I like under.
You know what? I like that.
I want to let my whole
It's
audience
like he's
know
right next to
something.
the mic.
You are sitting.
Joe, I'm gonna give you a tip.
Come closer to Mike. Nate.
I'm gonna give you a
No,
tip.
I'm saying I can hear
okay?
him perfect
Oh,
from
yeah.
right
In
there.
college football
Oh, you can hear you
and
perfect.
in the pros,
As long as
okay?
you point it towards him.
As a gambler, take the lowest under on the lines in college football
And bet under.
and take the highest over
And bet over.
in college football and bet over, and do the same in the pros.
Who
In other
said
words,
that?
John-
Who come up with that?
Listen. Iowa had a sting.
It's a winning percentage.
Iowa-
You're going to win most of the time.
Okay, I got it.
I mean,
you gotta
not
stick
all
with
the
it. You gotta
time,
stick with it. yeah.
Exactly.
Iowa's
Percentage.
gambling organization had a sting on Iowa this year, and it only went after Iowa players and Iowa State players, and there was a few football players that bet against Iowa
The players.
on the actual game that they were playing. And let me tell you,
What that happened this year?
last year. But
Oh, what a bunch
the
of
investigation-
losers.
The investigation happened this year. So these guys, one guy suspended for a year. One of the players that caught, so he bet the under on the Iowa game last year. He was a receiver.
For which team?
For
And he
Iowa-
dropped the
for
ball.
University of Iowa. No, he caught the ball and scored the touchdown to make the over. And he actually bet the under. And his touchdown pass
Made
Made
it
it
go over.
made it over. So you know he wasn't trying to cheat the game.
He wasn't
actually
trying
Yeah, but you
scored.
can't do that subconsciously. You
bet on it,
can't
no.
bet that.
The
So-
next,
so-
the
come
next
on.
time, Joe, the next time he might have had more money on it and
Listen to
dropped the
this.
ball. So.
This is only an Iowa investigation. It happens everywhere. I bet in college, but
No,
state-
Iowa's a very corrupt state.
but the state of Iowa,
It must be if
state
Trump's
of
going in
Iowa
that game.
had an investigation. Yeah, had an investigation, So the starting quarterback for Iowa State and the starting running back for Iowa State were suspended for the year. They're not playing today.
Real for Iowa State?
Iowa State.
Oh, the line must be really swung.
Now I'm definitely taking the under.
No,
because
the
Iowa can't
freshman
score.
quarterback just kicked.
Well, Iowa can't score themselves. They can't score if they play against the high school team up here.
That was last year.
So the offensive coordinator, they were like they finished third to last in offense last year, and they made a contract that the offensive coordinator had to score 25 points on average for the season, or he was going to get fired.
Ferenc?
Yeah, Brian Ferenc.
Well, I don't like that.
He's
'Cause
still
now,
the
you know what
offensive
happens? You know what
coordinator?
happens, Joe? If they're winning 20-0, are they going to really run it up?
Better
So
if you want to get paid.
here's
Well,
what happened.
I don't like that.
Here's what happened last week. First quarter, I was up 14-0. Their offense looked great, new quarterback and all that stuff. Guess what? They finished the score at 24 points. A point underneath his average against a Utah State team that sucks ass.
So, in other words, they have no offense.
I look back. At 3 years of
Joe, it's
a
his
team-
fault for not going for 2-point
I
conversion.
looked at teams playing Utah State last 3 years. I did a quick look. There was like 4 teams that didn't score 30 points on Utah State. It was this shit team, right? And it was like Weber State, all these shit universities. Well, Brian couldn't even. That's the game he wants to load up and score 40
Sure,
points
to get
on
his average up there.
He scored 20.
Hey, what
Well,
happens
I
if
got to say
defense-
something, Paul. I want to
What
let the
happens if
audience.
the defense scores? Does that count?
They ain't
as-
scoring
doesn't matter.
20. They ain't
The score is
scoring
the score.
24 today.
The score is the score.
That counts for him?
Of course, the score is the
It
score.
should be offensive.
I agree.
Yeah, but
what counts?
And you can't say that.
Defensive touchdown. Does that
So
count
what?
for his
Score is
average?
the score. Get the
Score is the
average.
score.
I would think.
But he did nothing for it.
Listen,
Doesn't matter.
last year the defense scored more than the offense. And
Wow, great team there. And you bet him again?
I'm surprised you're still a coach. If I was the
Hey, well, the
GM
dad-
or the whatever, I'd
the
have
dad-
fired him.
The dad's the coach.
I know.
I
know.
The
all about
dad?
it.
The dad is the coach.
And if his dad was the
Oh,
if
are
he
you
was
serious?
the offensive coordinator any other
Any
team,
other place.
he'd have been gone.
Are you
Oh,
serious?
Yep.
His dad's the coach?
Yes.
Oh, God. No wonder these teams. Iowa, you want to talk corrupt? There you go. Right away. They got the corrupt players. They got the corrupt dad. But we do have in the studio with me Gorilla Man. I want to let everybody know out there who watches this show and goes on it, and if you listen to it, go home, Google Iowa Gorilla Man. All you got to do, Iowa Hawkeye Gorilla Man.
Hawkeye?
Joe
Hawkeye
is
Gorilla
an
Man.
actual famous person
Iowa Hawkeye Gorilla Man.
who ran across the field during a game and they kicked him out. Doesn't he stop there? He puts his gorilla suit back on. That's what his thing is. And he takes a basketball away from a player during a game and tries to dunk it off another guy and look like a jerk off because he couldn't get 6 inches off the ground, and that's getting on the guy's back. So, and he got kicked out for that too. And if you Google it, it's all over the place, and you'll see it. That's Joe. How old were you when that happened, Joe?
Been 94, so I was like
You're older than me.
21 back then.
Yeah.
1994 is when it happened, but yeah.
94.
Yep.
And did you get arrested?
I got arrested for disorderly conduct, which is a hand slap. They took me. I was in Hennepin County Jail. They put me in there. I was still in the gorilla suit, and actually I got in a fight in the jail cell with this guy. So the game's showing on the TV in the jail cell, and they're showing it, and the guy.
And they back then they showed it. You remember that? Yeah.
So. And this guy starts to fight with me in the jail cell, and the cops take me out and put me in another one because I was like going to be released. But they
And you're still in your gorilla suit?
Still in the gorilla suit, yes.
Why did he fight you? Because you did that?
I think he just didn't like me. I don't know. Who knows what's going on?
How drunk were you?
Oh man! So back then, Metrodome was an NFL stadium for the Minnesota Vikings, and you could drink there. Back then, you couldn't drink in a college stadium anywhere. But
Can you
Minnesota,
now?
could.
Can you now?
You can now. But back then,
What is Iowa one of these religious states
Yeah.
where you can't drink on Sunday or some shit?
No, but they just college
Utah,
wouldn't do it. But back then it was the Metrodome, so they wanted to sell their alcohol. So everyone from Iowa, they used to call it Kinnick North, which Kinnick is Iowa Stadium. But Kinnick North was Minnesota Stadium because they had more Hawkeye fans up there than the Minnesota Gopher fans,
Wow.
But the crowd, when I did that thing, I jumped down. 2 security guards came in. They missed me. I kept running. Another guy died about 10 yards, and now I was going down. And Tim Dwight's in the cell.
Did you get a touchdown?
Oh, I got all the way. And the crowd, the roar from the crowd, I had goosebumps. I mean, you could hear it. It's just, whoa. and then next day in the paper, front page of the Daily Iowan, was me going stride for stride at the 20-yard line, looking back at the security guard chasing me.
Oh, and what did you had a grandfather who was a great athlete? Didn't you?
Yeah.
Did he? Was he alive?
He was. They were watching the game and like, look, my grandma was like, "That's Joe." That's Joey. But,
What did they say? They like it?
oh, they loved it. Crazy Joe. They say Crazy Joe.
And
But-
back then they'd show it on ESPN. Now
Yes.
And now it's a terrorist act if you do it. They cut
No.
it off and everything.
When I
else.
was in the military back in 1983, it was, I took a Coast Guard flag and went naked. I jumped for $100. We used to go to it was the Pro Bowl back then, if you remember Hawaii. And Hawaii, you got to remember the time. It's a 6-hour time. So we used to go to tailgate at 6 in the morning. We start tailgating. The game is like at 11 or something like, because of the times and all that. So we're all there drinking, and we're in shorts. This is Hawaii. Fucking Larry, what's Larry gonna do? Okay, $100 if you go take your shorts off, run across the field. It was halftime. We didn't think, halftime, no
Band
game.
playing, whatever.
Yeah, band playing. So I put a Coast Guard flag on. I had a Coast Guard flag, and I tied it around my neck, took my shorts off, and held them.
Like Superman.
Yeah, and I took my shorts off, took them and I held them, jumped the wall, and I start running. Like you said, the whole other side is screaming, yeah. And I'm going in and out of the band. And I jump into the stands, and I quit. People just, yeah. I sat in an empty seat, and I think I didn't see anybody. Then they got me, They think, I put my pants right back on. All they did was kick me out of the stadium, and I didn't care because half of us never made the game itself. We'd be so drunk in the parking lot, we didn't make it. So I made it, and I made the $100. But a friend of mine was in Texas. He was on leave in the military. He goes, "Holy shit, Lawton, I saw you. You were great." And they showed it. They showed it on TV, and it was the Pro Bowl. But I mean, they were showing the band for whatever reason, and they said some nut did whatever he did. But I just it was funny as hell. Then you go and steal the basketball, Joe.
Yeah, it was Iowa versus Northwestern. It was like maybe 10 minutes left in the game, And so
Was it a close game?
No, we were kicking their butt by 20 points, probably 15, 20 points. And so the owner of the bar, Airliner in Iowa City, before the game's like, "Sample, you want to do that gorilla thing again? I'll give you a ticket to the floor. I'll give you a front seat tickets." He was a big supporter of Iowa basketball. So I went back home. He filled me up with drinks. He took a...
Joe, this is after the football game, though?
Yeah, this is after the football game.
He's known now, the
basketball.
Gorilla Man.
So this guy takes a hat around the bar and raises bail money for me. He had his bartenders or someone pick me up. So once I got arrested, they were at...
Now, you went into the game in the gorilla suit?
Went into the gorilla suit.
Did they know who you were at all? Or?
I don't think so because I did that in the Metrodome. But they didn't say anything, So I went in the gorilla suit. I have a cape, big Hawkeye cape on, and I just waited at the right moment. And I was like, okay. I told my little buddy, my little Jewish friend, Jason Fine. I said, "Get out down there." I said, "As soon as you see me, go out, get on your hands and knees on the floor." Well, they were getting ready to throw in,
Go ahead.
getting ready to throw the ball in. So I went out then. Well, they threw the ball in.
So your buddy goes on his knees like...
Yeah, so I run into Montague Glassberg. I got charged with assault.
What?
Because I ran into the basketball player. So
And you took it right out of his hands.
yeah, and then the Northwestern guy grabbed the ball and I blocked it. So I went up to him at half court and I grabbed the ball. Give me the ball. He gives me. He's like, "What the hell's going on?" And then I run down and try to dunk it, and my buddy's back kind of went down a little bit. I missed the dunk. I ruined the moment. I missed the dunk.
If you would have damned that dunk, that would have been great.
That would have been awesome. But yeah.
Jab the dunk and hang on the rim.
Oh, with a gorilla suit.
Yeah,
that would have been great.
So then I get, they take me to jail, and as soon as I get there, they book me, and they're like, "Well, your people are already there picking you up." So they just pulled me right on out.
And what'd that cost you?
Well, nothing for me because he had that money, the bail money, all sitting there. So it was $110 disorderly conduct ticket.
What I'm asking you, did you have to go to court on that?
I had a lot of shit going on.
No, when you went to court, does the judge look and say, "This stupid kid," but laugh?
Right? Yeah.
University banned them from sports.
Yeah, they banned University of Iowa banned me for going to any sporting event until I graduated college. But listen.
Now you're an alumni. Are you known as that guy?
If I'm not in the gorilla suit, how are they gonna know?
Right.
I actually wouldn't arrested me in the gorilla suit because I was friends with a lot of wrestlers at Iowa, which Iowa's the biggest wrestling school in the United States, right?
Is it real? I mean, is it top-notch school?
Top, first, second place every year with Penn State, you know?
Really?
So
Wow.
I had the wrestlers were buddies of mine. We hung out and drank, you know? And they're like, hey, can you go to the grills? I'm like, fucking Dan Gable will take me fucking down and fucking pin me, you know, if I go on there. So I
Oh, yeah, you want to go in a wrestling match?
I went in
That's
there-
a weak gorilla.
I went in there in the gorilla suit. I had people coming up to me asking for signatures. Like the sign.
Yeah, like an autograph.
And shit. And then I had security guards coming down. We got guys at the bottom and guys at the top watching you. So
Oh, he told- he
they,
said-
oh, they came up and they told me. I didn't do shit that
Hey,
day.
I must say, listen to that story. I like your nail polish.
Yeah, my niece. My niece.
Smoking a cigar.
Oh, yeah, he's got
He's
his-
doing all of this, and I'm looking at this
My,
blue
my,
nail,
my,
white nail.
yeah. I don't see my niece a lot.
That's my
here in
daughter.
Florida, but my niece said,
I use that one, too.
Shout out to Eleanor. You did a good job.
I said the same one. Eleanor did it to me, too.
There you go.
She did a good job. She didn't even paint his finger, just his nails.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
Good time.
Nah, you're good with the kids. I know that.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
that. You're a good man. Joe's a good guy. He does sport. He does a lot. He has a thing called Be Like Joe. During the pandemic, Joe actually kept businesses alive.
Yeah, I know.
And I always think about that. I actually wore your shirt the other day, and someone said, "What was that?" I said, "Yeah, this is a cousin of mine." I didn't call cousin, and he. I said he had the thing and how you did it, and you get on Facebook. He had a big following, and what he did was he supported restaurants. Said, "Let's go support these people," and they kept guys in business. I mean, right? I mean, you get a lot. Whatever happened, the people still like. I mean, I hope they appreciated what you did because you did it on your own. Cost you money. Cost everything else. So it wasn't like you were doing. It's not like you're sitting as a millionaire or some shit.
Right.
You did it on your own because you've got a good heart, and I love that.
Yep.
And that's the way to do it. So kudos on that. Now you got your brother sitting here. He's a prick. So I love him. Nah, he's a great guy too, man. He'll do anything for you. And but he can't pick. So we went back to NFL, and as you can see, everybody, we have a convict kitchen right here, everybody. And matter of fact, people ask me, am I going to do another dish? Yes, we're going to do a nacho dish for Super Bowl. We are bringing, first of all, guys, this year is back again. Football here every Sunday, Paul, David, you know that, like we did. We're not interrupting that. We can't. Palm Bay, the crew from Palm Bay, the rough crew is back.
Palm Bay Football Club.
You can't.
You're missing the TV,
Listen,
though.
remember we're the street crew, not the Lansing Island rich bad crew. We're the rich crew. They're the rich crew. We're the crazy crew. But we got a new member. Nick's coming every time, right, Nick?
Yeah, I'll come and watch.
And you got to learn football. You're gonna learn football. That's for sure.
You're that or you're
And
gonna
we
be the
always
bartender.
invite certain people. Like when Joe's in town, but this is a private club. And you have to be a member to join, and you have to pass all. If one says no, it's no.
Same
And
rules as last year.
Same rules as last year. Matter of fact, Mark asked me that the other day, and I said, "Yeah, Mark." So you could.
IT Mark.
IT Mark. Yeah, you call him IT Mark.
That's his name.
We have Nick.
We were in a pool. I'm in a pool with him too. So I forget his pool. I give him the money. I forget.
$5 a week.
Yeah. So he says one day, I go, Mark, he goes, yeah, I just put you in. I hit the random pick. No, I won. I won $150. I said, what? You can give the lady $50. That's what I went for.
Give me my 90 back.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what I paid. and I won. But we all have like different pools and stuff. And we're stocked up, as you see, Paul, for water, booze.
That's
I went
good.
and got Glenn Levitt, Maker's Mark. I got some booze for us for tomorrow. I get tequila. Do you guys drink tequila? Does anybody drink tequila?
Oh, there's a game tomorrow?
Yeah, that's the big
NFL
day.
Sunday.
NFL Sunday.
There's more than one game next tomorrow.
Oh,
There's
there's more
like,
than
Look at
10
this
games.
guy.
There's like 13 or 14 games tomorrow.
Dave, do you know anybody like him who don't know football?
Yeah, a couple of women, maybe. That's it.
Oh,
That's the truth. That's the truth.
Does your girlfriend know?
She knows. She's a Giant fan. Yeah, she knows about the
Do you
Giants.
think she can name more football teams than Nick?
Yeah. Well, if he only named 6, yes.
Is she a Giants fan because you're a Giants fan?
No,
Or-
she's from Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. She's a Meadowlands fan. That's what I call her. Remember we used to go to Meadowlands in the 70s for the fights?
Yes, I do.
Sugar Ray Leonard.
And then-
Roberta de Fraser Ali.
And who'd we see? We see Jerry Cooney there.
Jerry Cooney, yep.
Great White Hope.
He used to come to the bar. You remember his brother used to come to the bar?
Yes, I do.
To the gangster bar.
Willie the Weep had his gloves up there. from the fight.
Jerry, I saw Jerry Cooney in Atlantic City.
You remember him?
Yeah.
Great White Hope. Yeah.
Unreal.
He was cool. He was
a
in
movie.
Movie. Go to the bar that we were
Really?
in.
Yeah.
Did you see?
Big partier, Joe.
Did you see my video? Did you see my video on?
party.
Yeah.
You saw my
was
video
down
with
for.
Nick at the gym.
Yes.
Did you see the whole video?
I just saw the.
There's an hour video of me hitting a heavy bag, and the big thing on the internet. I'm gonna fight Logan Paul or Jake Paul. We're gonna fight, right, Nick? We talked about that, and so Frank was watching the whole video. Me in the heavy bag the other day. He goes, Larry, you could beat him. He goes, you can beat him if it's a 2-minute round and you only have 3 rounds because you got no wind. But you can hit. You can hit like a tank. He saw it. He goes, you know how to hit and you can punch.
You got
He
a
goes,
messed up arm. You're missing a bite.
Logan Paul would knock you the fuck
Yeah, he
out
would.
so
listen,
fast.
the goal is down. I might be old.
I'll take breaks money.
I might be old. I'll have a professional I can get that fight sanctioned.
Mark Rendazzo.
No, Mark Rendazzo's. No, I got John Brown who trained, and he will train me. I got John Brown who trained Tommy Morrison, who beat George Foreman.
Remember Tommy
and then
Morrison?
He's one of the greatest trainers.
I think Tommy Morrison ended up with
He lives right near you guys.
Yep.
He lives in Kansas.
Yep.
You know, Tommy Morrison ended up with AIDS.
Yeah,
You remember that,
of course, yeah. But he said to me, and other people said in the boxing world, Tommy Morrison hit harder than Mike Tyson. That's what they said.
That's crazy.
No, I'm telling you what they said, and that's why he knew. John Brown said, I knew he would win. That kid, if he had the discipline that Tyson had, and the love, people don't know how Tyson loves the game. I mean, he was a
Gus D'Amato brought
student,
him
but he
up
was a
and
student of the game. He used to watch films every day. He did everything. This kid was just a partier, Tommy Morrison. He couldn't get this kid to really focus, but he got him to beat George Foreman to win the title. He
like
said,
the
he'll
grill?
train me. He goes, you got to get your wind up. Frank goes, no, we got to make him 2-minute rounds.
Does he own the grills?
And even that's a lot. But I was hitting, he goes, yeah, you know how you hit. I'm watching you. Because he said, just the other day at lunch, you asked me, he says, no, he'll beat him. Because you're so much bigger than him. You're 240 pounds. You're
But
235
Frank's
pounds.
still putting money on Logan under the table for sure.
Probably. Nah,
I'll
my
take
buddy.
his money all day long.
No.
What's a normal round? 2 minutes. Seems like
3
a long
minutes.
time.
No, 3 minutes is a normal
You might
round.
need to go to a minute round.
Yeah. You're right. If you see me in the video, I'm totally out of wind. But and Nick, because he bothered me all day, and you got to watch the whole video. It's an hour, and it was a live show we did. I can't catch him. You can't catch him. He's 150 pounds. He's in shape. I cannot catch him. The kid's in shape too. I watched him beat a kid doing pull-ups. I mean, Nick's a little in shape. I like that. That's why I grabbed that. Once I grab you, you're dead, you little prick. He goes, no, we did this thing. I go, come on, let's just do hands. He goes, what do you think? I'm an idiot? I'm not going to go knuckle to knuckle with a gorilla.
It's not happening. Yeah, no way.
So we laughed about that, but I don't know. Hey, you ever see these guys? The football players. We're talking about that. Name the football player who went to boxing, who did all right. Let's see.
Too Tall Jones.
No, better than him.
2 Toes Jones.
A football player.
Come on, guys.
Ex-football.
Once I meant, I'll tell you the team. You'll know.
NFL team?
NFL player.
Not Fridge.
No.
Jets.
Yep.
Gastineau.
Yeah, Mark Gastineau. I met Mark Gastineau. He was
Too
actually
Tall Jones too. Remember he was.
Ed Too Tall Jones. He played for
was,
Dallas.
Dallas Cowboy. He was a defensive
See, I
lineman.
still know my shit, huh? I still know it. See, and that's from YouTube, Dave.
None of your viewers.
And how do I know it? Not from YouTube.
Well, no. Yeah, but you actually know YouTube sometime. I mean, because you watch it sometimes.
That's not how I knew that. I knew that from.
Did you know YouTube before I was on YouTube?
I guess I don't know.
I only knew YouTube to fix glasses.
YouTube
I
was
thought
big when you
YouTube
guys-
was
Oh
like,
yeah, I did. I knew it like how to reset my beeper on the car, like oil change. Every time you came in the car, you need an oil change, and it wouldn't put the mileage.
Oh,
up.
you went to YouTube?
So I went to YouTube. How do you reset in a Toyota Corolla? Blah 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 blah, and it, step by step.
Hey,
it
you
tells
didn't learn about
how to
YouTube till you guys got out of prison, though.
No,
of
first
course
of all, no. When I got out of prison, YouTube was just starting actually.
Yeah.
Right, 2007.
End of 2006.
So YouTube just started. I didn't even get on it, know it, think about it, except for fixing stuff, and anybody like that. Until I got fucked over by Vanity Fair, and that's when I learned about YouTube.
I remember that.
You guys
Yeah.
with sports like dates and people are the same as I'm with. YouTube
Oh,
and Vine
this kid could tell. I said, when did this, influencer stuff make it? Who is it? Oh, in 2015, he was on Vine. He killed it. He's making this. And I go, get the fuck out of here. This kid, I looked this shit up.
I'm pretty
Fuck
good
is
with
right,
dates.
man.
With the dates,
he's
June
pretty
of
good.
2012.
Like the Rain Man over there.
Yeah, but you know what I've learned? It's, Dave, the numbers are crazy. I mean, some of these influencers are making money that make athletes look stupid. And you're thinking, what the fuck?
Oh,
What?
yeah. Like, real dumb.
I mean, real dumb. You
Real
got
dumb
guys,
money.
Logan Paul, he's going to be a fucking billionaire. He's got a prime drink now that's off the charts. No, it's the number one drink sold now, I think it was.
Yeah, it's about to beat out Gatorade for sure.
Gatorade.
Yeah.
This because he's an influencer. And then
And
their brother.
he's in the UFC. He
He's-
sponsors the UFC.
And he's also in
boxes.
WWE.
Well, that's him. I don't know if Prime's in it.
No,
I
I'm
don't
saying,
know.
but Logan
But yeah,
Paul
he's
is
a-
in it.
he's a-
I mean,
he's
these
a
guys have taken their
WWE
careers
wrestler.
from these platforms. When you got 20 million subscribers and you get millions, like Mr. Beast is just another level of every. He's like the guru. When you talk to listen, I just started following him
He's like the base.
2 years ago. Not even. He had 70 million subscribers. You know, he's got 181 million subscribers as of yesterday. 181 million.
Imagine his monthly.
Well,
check.
that's just on one
No,
channel.
Oh, wait, watch this.
Just on one
Listen to
channel.
this. So we were doing some work yesterday, figure out where we're going with these guys and stuff. Listen to this. He does not only have that, he has 4 other channels just here. Each one has 20 plus million subscribers. A philanthropy. That's not what he just gives on the show. A philanthropy. He does stuff that changes the world. Guy really doesn't care about money. The guy does not care about money. He gives it so much away, his own. And they talked about it. He's so focused. This guy's a producer, really. He's got a level. And I just looked at something up. What did we look about how many countries he has? He then
Yeah, he's in a
hired the
lot of
best
countries.
voiceover people, and he has channels in Russia, Spain, Japan, and every one of his
translates it into
channels
their
have
language?
millions of subscribers.
He hires voice
Do you know what
actors.
numbers that guy's doing? It's astronomical. That's why his company's $1 billion company. I mean, listen, he spends $8 million a month on just making video, and he's got 200 employees. Just doing content. Yeah, just doing $8 million. That's more than production companies. Like a film production company. That's $100 million a year. Well, 80 million is 96 million a year on just content. Wow. I mean,
like Cheez-Its can't afford them.
yeah, Cheez-Its. He does commercial for Cheez-Its. But he's smart. He puts the commercial in it. It's part of the commercial.
It's part of the video. It's
What
not like
we
an ad
just
read.
saw a whole thing about is there's some companies, they come to them and say, we want to do it, but you're our whole budget for the year.
Our
you know,
whole ad budget.
I'm
Marketing-
talking
our
big
marketing
companies. I'm not
budget.
talking.
Like Pringles.
Listen,
like,
what
hey,
do
we
you
can't-
got to give him when you got a video that's going to get 200 to 300 million video views? What do you got to give him?
Whatever he wants.
You see what I mean?
Whatever
Yeah,
one's-
because you got that many eyeballs on you, and you ever see this? He's got a brand called Beastables. I'll bet your kids know it.
Feastables.
Feastables. You go into Walmart. We're at the airport, Nick and I. We see these kids run by us.
Multiple times.
Oh,
Multiple
it's
different
Mr.
kids.
Beast's Feastables. It's a chocolate bar. I personally went and bought it. I don't like it. It stinks. Ask a kid. I want the Feastable.
Well, of course, this is the beast.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't even like it. I tried it. His burger place. He opened up a burger place. He sold more burgers than anybody ever did in one day when he opened. He also sold over
started an entire
6,000
strategy.
burgers. The record was 2,600 burgers in a day for an opening, any opening. 6,000 burgers.
Doubled it.
There's a video out there. You can look at the mall. He went to the mall. It looked like the Beatles were there. I'm not kidding. Security wanted to shut him down. I mean, he had people came from Europe to go around the blocks for this. Now he's having problems legally, right, with that company.
Yeah, he started it. He started ghost kitchens. Like he's literally what started the modeling ghost kitchens. So
you know
can
what it is?
hire,
Ghost
like,
kitchens?
Yeah,
I don't even know what it is.
That's
I didn't know what it
literally
was
he's one of
until
the people who started it. Wow.
So-
Like the model of it.
And this kid is really 25 years old.
And that's how he opened.
And you know what?
600
I
restaurants.
watched so much videos of him and his personal life and what he's done. He's not out for it. He just does such. Let me tell you, he just put out a video on like thumbnails. You know what thumbnails are? Thumbnails are what pops up when you see something. He did such an extensive study that when he opens his mouth on the thumbnail, he gets less clicks than when he closes his mouth on the thumbnail. And you want to talk about a study? Millions and millions.
Yeah, so
of
it's
videos.
not like he's just like putting up videos and they're hitting. He like does.
No,
like,
he
crazy
knows what
research.
he didn't start out.
Or it's like if Larry smiles with his teeth, he's gonna get less clicks than if he doesn't smile with his teeth. He does that analytics.
That's the analytics.
Yeah.
The guy is amazing. And what I've learned about YouTube and everything what I do, it's more of a science. You know, people think, yes, you have to have the story, wow story.
Content.
You have to have the content. But even with that, you have to have, like you see the boards and stuff, you have to, it's really a science with all this stuff. It's not a mistake. He's not a one-hit wonder. He didn't come on and hit it. He didn't come up with that thing. You know how he got his first gig? He was going on YouTube since he's 12, and he's like 4 or 5 years, nothing. Him and his 10 friends, they would actually do studies, young kids, 15. Wow. And they would, since 10 of them did it, they pooled the information so they got it 10 times quicker. Instead of you doing all these studies and then coming back, 10 of them did the study, that study's good, this was smart. So he gets a company to call him and said, listen, we want to sponsor your video. We'll give you $5,000. Oh, never had money. This kid's got no money, nothing. I mean, mom's his military mom or something like that, He said, I'll tell you what. Where does he come on? Give me $10,000. I'll walk out my door and I'll give it to a homeless person, and you'll get more views. Give me the $10,000. I will walk out my door and there's a video on it, and I'll give it. He does it. Of course, it blows up, and obviously that's smart of
Quibi. The sponsor was Quibi.
What is it?
It's called Quibi. It was like
it's
like something you watch. It was like trying to be a YouTube.
Okay, see, and they said
this guy can't say 6 fucking NFL teams, but he can.
He can tell you who sponsored his first video. How do you like that, Joe? But no, that goes to show you. But you know what, Joe? Your kids and the kids today, young people, period, even older, are like him. Obviously, he is. It's funny because my brother walked in. I don't even watch TV anymore, very rarely, because we watch YouTube. I watch like some are educational, some are fun. I know a lot of what's going on, but to see him way he does it, but you can't even follow him anymore as a businessman like me. Because he runs the algorithm. The algorithm don't run him. You know what I'm getting at? He's so big. Yeah. He breaks the algorithm. He changes things. Yeah. He's got such a following and such a thing. He's like a trendsetter. I mean, like he's the Kim Kardashian of the time, if you want to call it that. I'm telling you, he's $1.1 billion.
Except bigger than Kim.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Because his videos get that many. And did you see how many channels? I didn't know until yesterday, because we looked it up. Because I'm thinking about going into other countries.
You knew.
No, I didn't know about the countries that he had. I mean.
What, with their language?
They're like, David, not only does he have their language, he hired, 100 people?
He's
like
even so smart that he hires, like, say, Spider-Man in Mexico. The head cartoon voice for Spider-Man. He'll go out there, get him to be his voice. So then all the kids are like, is he Spider-Man?
That's awesome.
You know,
that's smart.
Like, is he Spider-Man? And then he also has.
He's got the money now to
for
do whatever he
Japan.
wants, obviously.
For Japan, he has Naruto voice him, which is like the biggest.
How do you know what Naruto is?
I don't either.
It's like the biggest. It's like the biggest.
I can't even spell it.
Spell it. Can't pronounce it
So
again.
he goes out there and he gets the biggest voice actors. To
Yeah,
do
you
him.
know. But
So
remember we were listening, he had 100 people working on just his overseas channels, with like professional. I mean, and he's such an analytical guy. This guy does nothing but work. And I mean, makes me look like I work a lot. I love what I do. Dave, this guy makes me look like nothing. You know what he said on his show? He goes, they asked him, what do you do if somebody comes, starts getting near you? He goes, I just work harder. He goes, I don't think anybody can work harder than me. And he's right. The guy does not have, he's just amazing. The team he put together and the people, of course, he hires the best producers. He hires the best filmographers. At that point, you can do whatever you want. But they're all young and smart. His manager, we watch a lot, right? How old do you think that guy is? 30?
Probably pushing it, yeah.
And
31
he's so
maybe.
smart. When they analyze shit, it's amazing. And how they target and how they do it. And obviously, I can't see. I've never heard of him ever getting a YouTube strike or anything. No. Me, I get in trouble. But he don't even think about that because he is the algorithm. What happens if he says to YouTube, "Fuck you, I'm going to fucking Rumble"? He'd make Rumble.
He could start his own.
But he says no. He says YouTube is at its infancy right now. Right now, he says, I think YouTube is at its infancy. He goes, he thinks YouTube will be the biggest thing that ever hit. It'll make every network have to be there. And he's right. And when you look about with young people, your kids coming up, everybody coming up, we're dead, of course, by then. But you look at how it goes. It's just because every single kid, they get an iPhone. What are they on YouTube? Every one of them. And why? Because they made it where it's easy. There's no commercials. Or if there's a commercial, you hit a button, it's gone. They've tried to get around it, and they do. But now, I even pay for a premium channel. I pay for a premium.
You don't get commercials.
You get nothing, but now somebody gets that money, YouTube delves that money out. So when I hit a video that I play, they give that creator that piece of that action. It's the way they've run that. You know who owns YouTube, right? Google, the biggest company. Google runs the servers for the United States. How big can you get? So,
Amazon does a lot, too.
Amazon and Google. Actually, Google's bigger for servers and stuff. They're all.
But Amazon does have a lot of servers.
Oh, Amazon.
A lot.
But tell them how.
They shut up.
Tell them how about the world. What area has the most satellites? Empire State Building.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Remember my buddy from the Empire State? I'm going to see him. He just texted me.
Elon owns.
Elon Musk owns more satellites than the United States government.
No, the world. The world's government
combined or something like that.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
I believe it.
He has
So,
more
I mean,
up in
You heard
space.
the story about Elon Musk with the satellite he had up there that he shut off over Ukraine?
No.
You didn't hear that story?
No, it's not on YouTube. What is it?
He had a satellite. Well, of course, he's got a lot of satellites, but they were doing something. They were using the satellite, something Ukraine, and they were ready to do a military strike in Crimea over with the Navy using the satellite.
Ukraine was.
And somehow Elon Musk's people, whoever, found out, and they shut the satellite down because he says my satellites ain't up there for war.
Good.
Wow,
Yeah.
good for him.
Now, I guess he shut it down temporarily. I don't know exactly, but that's
I watch. Elon Musk goes on YouTube shows like he's big on YouTube. Elon Musk goes on shows like Mine. I swear to God. Remember, we sort of like, who are these people? Who are these kids to get Elon Musk to go on their show?
Well, those kids also had Donald Trump on their show before.
Oh, yeah, they did. They did.
They met him at Burning Man.
No, that's true, Dave.
Kids.
That what you said is true. That is exactly right. He's not that kind of guy. That guy is great. I watch a lot of Elon Musk. You know how smart that dude is? That guy's a genius. And I've watched him
He stutters a lot because he doesn't know how to dumb it down for people.
I was just going to say, what we've
Doesn't know how to
watched,
what?
He
dumb
doesn't
it
know how
down.
to dumb down what he's trying to say to people, so he has to sit there and think about how to
Yeah, it's like
convey
Mike
his
Russell.
message.
What we've
across,
learned,
yeah.
Dave, he goes on a show. You guys ever hear of Lex Friedman?
No.
What's the other guy, too? Is it Lex Friedman, the other one?
It's Lex Friedman,
Oh.
where you're like, I don't.
Oh my God!
understand
This is an MIT robotics professor. Great channel.
Programs like
unbelievable.
AI.
You want to watch about IQs of 190, 80, whatever. Him and Elon Musk were talking. Elon Musk, like nothing, can compete with anybody. Like sitting talking across the table in that language, no problem. Then he could talk to the Nelk boys who are fucking fuck ups, drunk, fucking sitting there, and he could talk like that. It's amazing.
He knows how to talk to his...
Dave, amazing how smart that guy is. And if you listen to him And, you know, the guy's just, you know, listen, I've been watching a few of these. Zuckerberg's no idiot, man. That guy's a smart dude. I want to see him
So
fight.
who do you?
Elon.
Yeah, I was about to say, who do you guys got?
You guys have heard about that
Elon
fight,
or
right?
Mark?
They
Who do you
said
think
that
will
will be
win?
the biggest drawn fight ever in the
Zuckerberg
world.
versus Elon Musk?
Yeah,
Yeah,
listen to
yeah.
this. This is
Elon's
real.
way bigger
No,
than
this
that.
is real. They said it will be the biggest fight ever hit by 10 times. They said it will be billions of dollars.
You mean watched?
And generated money.
So who you got?
Because Dana White is putting it together.
Elon?
Are they doing it?
Yeah, well, so far.
That's not gonna happen. But
I would take Elon. He's way bigger.
No,
Mark's been doing jiu-jitsu for a very long
for
time.
12 years, 15 years.
Zuckerberg?
Yeah, he's a jiu-jitsu nut.
Elon could probably shut down.
It's UFC.
UFC, a whole UFC.
Dana White's involved. I'm not kidding you, man. He said Dana White. Go listen on one drill. He goes,
Dana White couldn't pay them enough.
No, they don't want
No,
money.
they're not
They're
getting
going to
money.
donate.
Yeah.
Every dime is donated.
Well, then it's fixed.
No, it's not, Dave. This is a real match.
You know, give up each other's platform for a year.
Hey, what's
That's
that?
how
No,
you
what they do?
They are beefing.
No,
They
they're
are
going to
beefing,
donate
though.
billions of dollars. It will generate. They said it will be billion. Dana White goes, be the biggest fight ever in the history of any sport. That's how big it'll be. Because it's the two. Everybody in the world, non-boxers want to watch this fight. You know, I mean, non-fight fans,
Big
not
names.
everybody.
It's big names.
Nerd
Remember they used to have
billionaires,
celebrity
go at
matches
it.
on
Yeah,
HTV?
yeah, I remember that.
And they'd have these celebrities go in there and battle each other back and forth. It was fun.
Could you imagine the two richest men in the world
Nerd
sitting on a
billionaires.
stage?
Yeah.
Well, one of them, Zuckerberg isn't. I mean, he's number 3, 4. But can you imagine these two guys? Zuckerberg's worth $80 billion. Musk is worth $200 billion. Can you imagine saying, "Oh, listen, let's put $1 billion each. Come on, $1 billion each on the fight."
All right. Being tomorrow's the start of football.
He's back to football.
and we're winding down a little. Give me a prediction, Joe, for the Super Bowl. Who's going to be in the Super Bowl?
Hey, you like the way he runs?
Joe
it?
first.
He's right. You're right, bro. Give me it, bro.
I still wanted to know everyone's pick. Who
Yeah,
you
who's
got?
going to be in the Super Bowl this year? Prediction.
Oh,
Paul, you're next, so think about it.
okay. I'm giving mine right now.
Skip me. Yeah.
Okay, Paul. Come on, let's. We don't need dead time.
Baltimore and San
No,
Francisco.
not. I just want the winner.
No, wait, who's going to be in the Super Bowl? Then tell me the winner.
Miami Dolphins win the Super Bowl 2023.
Philadelphia, you're saying?
Miami.
Oh, Miami?
My prediction is Miami won't even be in the playoffs.
Wrong. Bet. There's a bet. Not only is that a bet, I'll tell you what.
San Francisco.
Come on. We'll make a bet on this line. You got to honor it. Whoever loses this bet has got to do something psycho right on this show. We'll come up with something. We got to do a bet.
Yeah, you do the whole podcast naked.
Oh, that's easy. I'll do that anyway. But
Skydiving.
okay, Dave, will you skydive?
Yeah, I would.
Oh, okay. I don't want to skydive. Do you want to skydive?
Yeah, I do.
Did you it?
You know, they do it right down here in Sebastian.
You want to? You guys?
I heard it's great. out there.
I've skydived before.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, so I didn't want to. My buddy in Minneapolis had like a skydive thing. Actually, it was in Wisconsin, right across the state wall. But I didn't want to do it, so I didn't. So I went to a bar and drank for a little bit, and my wife was with me, and
You had to emphasize that, didn't you?
yeah. Well, so my buddy Mike Betts, he did skydiving. He did the skydiving jumps and stuff with everyone, and I was like, shit, I can't do it. I'm scared of heights, you know. So I'm like, fuck no. So I went to a bar. I went to this bar in Wisconsin. I ordered cheese curds.
What?
Cheese curds.
What does that have to do with it?
Because he's gonna shit on his way down.
You don't call them cheese curds in
Squeaky
Wisconsin.
cheese.
Yeah, whatever. So I am getting drunk and doing the jump. And
You say I'm doing it.
I'm fucking doing
Now, they let you do it drunk?
So I went to the place to do it, and I fucking chickened out. So I pulled out, and I went to a bar, drank for a little bit.
They let you?
What?
Oh, go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah, let me go. So I went to the bar. My buddy's like, hey, comes to the bar, meets me. He's like,
I can't hear you.
all right, I drank enough where I could fucking do it, you know? I was like, so let's do it. So we did it. I did my first skydive ever.
Now, did you shit your pants or anything? I mean, I'm waiting for that.
So the guy's like, okay, on 3, 3, I'm gonna push you out. So I'm up in the fucking airplane. You're in this little
Were you
airplane,
doing
all these
tandem
people-
or he's on your
Yeah,
back?
Yeah.
You have to be. You have to be
You
10.
have to.
He's
Your
on
first
my
3
back.
dives
He's
have
like,
to be.
on
What happens if I
3.
get a hard on?
He's like, on 3. He's like, 1, 2, and then we go. So there's no fucking 3. You know? Fuck! So we're going, and I'm like, what the? I'm flying down. You don't feel the drop like you think you would,
No.
like your stomach drops and shit.
Yeah.
So like you're just going down, and he's like, oh, how's this feel? I'm like, it feels all right.
No, you're looking.
And you're looking around like, whoa, shit. You know,
Now,
I'm
the
not
parachute's
sure,
not out
like,
yet.
My eyes are like yours right now. Oh.
So listen, is the parachute out?
No, at that point,
You're
no,
falling at
fucking
120
free-falling.
miles
You're
an hour.
free-falling, and you're like, oh my god. But it doesn't feel like, you know how you feel like your stomach drops on a roller coaster?
Yeah.
You don't feel that. You're just free falling. It just feels like normal. Which I always thought, you're falling from an airplane. You're fucking like, oh,
Well,
what
for
the
your
fuck?
for your stomach to drop, you have to go up first and
Okay.
then down.
So the guy's going
makes
like,
sense.
he's
Yeah.
like, oh, there's your wipe down there. You want to go down there? So he like does this dive. We do this little fucking dive thing. I felt like I was Superman. I was flying for a day. It was fucking awesome. And then the parachute goes out, and then you do that.
And
shit.
that's
Now,
the
does it
scariest
tug
part.
you like that? You feel
Yeah,
that?
yeah, you feel it tug, and then the landing, you know, it's like comes in, you gotta lay your feet up and shit. But it was.
Is it
fucking
dangerous
awesome.
for me with a bad back?
You have to go to the doctor.
I don't think so. I really don't think so.
You should be fine.
Just put your feet up and let him do the landing.
Oh, look at you! Look at you all experts over here.
Well, I
telling
mean-
me-
I think you're fine with a bad back. It doesn't do anything
I
to your
went
back.
like a month or so after I
went?
got out of a brace. I've been twice, yeah.
you skydived twice?
Twice, yeah.
And
I went,
what
on
he
my,
said is
I went on my
exactly-
18th birthday, like 2 months out of a back brace. I bought a motorcycle, went
Smart.
skydiving.
Real smart.
And then I would say, I think you always got to go twice because the second time was way better because I could like actually process things that were going on.
Would you do
other
it,
than the
Dave?
first time.
I
But
think,
the
what am I
scariest
doing?
part of it, the scariest part of the skydive was when the chute opened. That was way scarier than the fall
You're
for
afraid of
me.
it not open.
Yeah, what happens if
No,
it's
no, no,
open,
no.
man?
It's
Yeah,
open.
they have safety.
No, it's open. And then that's where I was like, oh, this is kind of freaky right now. Like,
They have a
I know that, Joe, but you hear some shit sometimes.
Then you're dead.
but when do you hear
What
that?
happens if you die fucking going in a car
I don't want.
accident?
Listen, I don't mind dying. Just don't want to know it's coming. Oh fuck, it's not gone. I don't want to think about it for fucking a few seconds. Hit me, just shoot me.
I bought a $2 million life insurance policy for myself, you know.
Did you?
Yeah. And I'm always wondering when I'm on these trips with my wife, I'm like, what's he fucking putting me into here? You know? That's
She
all
goes,
I
hey,
wanted.
hey, Joseph, I think you need to update that policy before the trip. She does that with Joe on a fishing trip with you guys.
Down Devil's Kettle, he goes.
Paul, have you ever skydived?
I have not.
Would you?
Yeah.
Should we do one and
Larry,
film
if-
it?
This is going to be
That'd
your
be fun.
third. This is
Should
gonna
we
be
do
your
it, Nick?
third
I get
time
us all. I
saying
pay
yes.
for it all, and we do it.
I'm in 100%.
Listen, I pay for it all, and we
I'm
do
in.
it.
Yeah, I'm in.
And we make a video out of it. You guys all right with that?
I'm 100% in.
And now on record, this is your third time saying this.
Well, I had a bet, and the guys didn't come through, so I.
No,
I-
you made a shitty bet,
You need a
Larry.
skydive. I mean, I was scared shitless, but you need to do it, buddy. It's
Well, I would do it for.
You have to
listen, I'll
lose
do
weight.
anything for content.
have to
But
lose
I
weight.
would pay for us to all go, and we go off
You
the plane,
have to
and we do
lose
it.
weight.
It's
You do it if I do it?
It's scary as shit, but it's
Dave, they
fucking
want to see
real.
us do it. 2 fucking jewel robbers. Fucking
Yeah.
You gotta say you're in.
I said already 3 times I would do it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Paul, you're in?
I'm in.
Joe, if you're here?
And
You got to lose weight.
I'll fly.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, they'll never take all of us up
Oh,
on a
they'll
plane.
say, yeah,
We're
they
too
will.
fat.
Yeah, they'll find someone that they can.
Oh, that was my first time ever in a plane,
Listen,
too.
you got to remember, Dave, I'm back. I got to 243. Well, I got to 243 a few days. Thank you. I love Paul. You're in. The no, I got up again to 243. 4
The
days
only thing
ago.
I worry about is landing.
and I'm down to
With my
2 days.
ankle, I got a fucked up ankle.
You know what
Well,
I
you're
mean?
not
about
the
your
one.
lung, not
You're
being
not the
able to
one
breathe?
landing.
Yeah.
You guys are not
You
the
might
ones
not be
landing.
allowed to go.
You guys are not the ones landing.
Dave, he might not be allowed to go.
Why?
He has one lung.
One lung.
He might be able to breathe.
Well, yeah, I don't know anything about that.
Now, me with a heart. What about me with a heart?
You're fine with one line.
Hey, well,
What about a heart?
Yeah, they'll let you do it.
You're fine.
Well, I always
Hey,
have.
you're good with
guys-
that.
You gonna have a cigar in your mouth?
Oh,
Yeah.
totally. I want the cigar, whether it blows out of my mouth or not. I want the cigar. We all have cigars.
Yeah, that'd be
We got to
funny.
tape that. We got to
Now,
do.
now if you're
Nick,
pregnant,
that would be
you
a
can't
great
do it.
video.
Yeah.
None of you guys are gonna be
Great
pregnant,
video.
right?
You have to pay them an extra $50, but they'll tape it for you.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll pay him extra 50, and they'll tape it all.
Yeah, and then
They'll
you
have
get
it
it.
on video.
Shit, I'll get a bunch of tapes. I don't care.
Are we all jumping at the same time?
Yes,
I-
yeah.
Yeah.
We can do a group
We
circle.
can hold ours up.
Get the fuck out, man. All right.
You can do a group circle where you all hold hands while you're flying down before the parachute goes, and hold hands. We did that.
Build a diamond.
Oh,
Yeah,
Nick, we build a diamond.
Yeah.
Oh, we got
Set it up.
You matter. I'm gonna set
Set
that
it
up.
up.
I know some people. I'm gonna set that. I'm gonna put it out on my
We'll do a
platform.
diamond shape and get it on video, like holding.
Oh, I
hands
think that would be
and-
pretty cool.
You just have to take like.
No, of course, but I'm gonna find out. I know people.
You just
I
take-
already got offered. I've had many pilots call me to take me up to do fly over. And one pilot wanted to do it, and I said, "Yeah, let's do it." He's gonna come here because he has a show, a channel, and I said, "Listen, but I want to fly over a prison, and they can at certain heights because I want to see, point out the prison and all that kind of shit, like Gold Coleman, something, whatever it is." So I've had that, and I can get that. That's easy. And they'll do it for free for me because they're going to get it on the content. But I would like to do us without. I pay where we, a bunch of guys go out, we start drinking, we vlog it, we do the whole works. In fact, I think we should hire a cameraman or two.
For
You
like the
hire
actual
through
one,
the
yeah.
skydiving.
Yeah,
No, that's one thing.
You're
I'm talking about the whole
ground,
day.
on the ground.
Yeah, because I would take us going to
That'd
the
be
bar.
fun. That'd be fun.
Joe, you're allowed to go to a bar, I guess.
I mean, you can't be publicly intoxicated when you're there, for sure.
Right. I
You
get
have to
that.
sign a release
Yeah,
form. I think,
behave,
that you're
yeah.
not under the
I
influence.
think you even got to
Yeah.
do like a class, a little. Like,
But you know what you should
Oh, you got to
do?
do class?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
shit.
Like, it's like a 15.
Yeah.
minute
a
class.
video and they.
Yeah, you watch the video and.
Yeah, we'll tape the whole thing.
They teach you how to do this,
Yep.
and then put
Yeah,
your
it's
feet
real
up.
simple.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We'll hire a
Maybe
film
a hit
guy.
or two.
I think that'd be a pretty cool
That'd be fun.
video.
That'd be fun.
We'll all just do that. And then we'll go hit the bar, and then afterwards we go to the bar and we hit it and do some videos. I'll get 3, 4, 5 videos out of that.
3, 4, 5 tabs of acid. Go up on
What?
a plane.
Can we do Adderall or some shit
I
on
was
it?
just gonna say,
How would
imagine
they
doing it
know
on
we did it?
acid.
How would they know?
Imagine doing it on acid.
Oh yes, I'm in.
Oh, God.
Joe, what would happen if you did that on acid? Hey Joe, I did it in prison cells.
I think you need to do it like just
Regular.
plain, simple. Do it
Regular.
first,
Yeah.
then do it
So you
second.
said you got loaded.
What?
You got loaded before you did.
Yeah, you just said you got loaded.
Drinking, yeah, to give me the courage to fucking do it.
So
I-
I'm scared of heights, so I can't fucking do shit. Like my
That's
family
like-
went to Mexico. We did those zip lines up top. When we got to the top, I was crawling. I was on the ground. I got so scared because of the height. I'm really scared of heights. So
I'm not scared, but I'm not fond. David, my brother, worked in buildings at 50, 60, 70 story, right?
You're not. You're
No.
I walked planks 80 stories up.
No, how about the Indians?
Oh my God.
They will go on. Did you hear that? What? Indians. I mean American Indians. Like what do they call
Feather.
Natives.
Native Americans.
The people who were here before.
Feathers. Paul said feathers. the Native Americans, they will literally build skyscrapers, walk on a beam, eating and drinking all day.
crazy.
On a beam at 90, right, Dave? Is that right?
Building.
That's what I wanted to do as a kid.
Crazy.
You're not scared of heights either.
No, like that famous picture of the people eating lunch.
Yeah.
Well,
I
watch
had
this,
that-
guys.
I had
I'm
that.
going to do something better,
and
Paul.
That's what I wanted to do
David,
as a kid.
I'm going to
I
do
didn't-
something
yeah.
better. You listen to this. This is a trip.
Yeah.
Wait, Joe, this is a trip. I have a very good friend
Yeah,
of mine
I'm done talking.
who is
Whatever.
big at the ESP, it's
Whatever.
called Empire State Building. He will give us the tour nobody gets to the 103rd floor. There's only one balcony. There's 40-mile-an-hour winds up there.
You start getting nervous when you're up there, though.
I'll bet
You
I
start
do.
getting really
Nick
nervous.
jerking me off. I want to jump up. Get out here, you stupid ass. Because
I
I
didn't
did.
get on
Everybody, I
anything.
don't know if anybody
I
knows
didn't
this.
climb
Joe, I
anything.
did the highest podcast out of any podcaster in the world. I did the 102nd floor of the world of the Empire State Building, a show, and nobody's ever gotten higher than that. Like from ground level. I
They
don't mean
might have
high,
been higher than that, but they weren't higher.
higher. I don't know. I was pretty messed up. But so our friend there.
I
and-
don't believe that. Nobody's ever done a podcast from an airplane
Push back.
or something?
No,
back.
I said from
From a building.
a building or height from the ground.
Push
Not-
back, Dave.
not-
Not an
Oh,
airplane.
Dubai has some really high buildings.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Come on, let's push
Who
back
has?
on this, guys.
Who has?
Think of Dubai. All those.
Yeah.
buildings
Well,
up
show
there.
me one. Show me one. Nick,
They don't have
you
internet.
also have another record. What's the record?
What?
The oldest.
The oldest YouTuber?
I am the oldest YouTuber with 1 million subscribers.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Wow. That is true. That one. Yeah, you can't push back on that one.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty good. I'm an old man. What am I doing this shit for? I love it though. You're gonna do the skydiving. You're in. You're in. I don't know, Joe, because he's gonna be in Iowa. But
All I'm saying is that I do one more. I think I'm gonna go all the way. I want to be able to do it by myself.
I think you got to do
8-hour class.
I think you got to
No,
do.
it's
3
extensive,
You have
man.
to do
It's
so many
extensive.
before they'll let you jump.
Yeah, no, it's extensive. It's for sure. And then you pay for the jumps, but then once you get down to your like 7th jump and your there's different tiers of license.
You gonna pack your own suit?
Yeah, that's after a whole bunch of classes.
You forget
But,
that
know.
shit. You think I'm trusting this kid?
But then after
this
you're
guy better
certain-
be like going to church every week.
After your certain license, it's just $20 a jump. You just pay for
Really?
gas. Yeah,
That's not bad.
No, that's nothing, man.
but that's after
But then you have to have your own.
that's
shoe
like
and all that.
$3,500.
You own your own shoot and everything?
So you pay. It's
Lewis
30
might let you do it for free. You just got to write out.
No, you can't.
It's $3,500.
You haven't.
It is
Oh.
$3,500
you got to come
to
with us.
start.
Be you, Lewis, and Laz, or somebody.
I don't know.
Or
They
Chop.
hold their own question.
I'll set
I
that
don't
up.
know.
You want to do it?
Yeah,
I'm
of
not
course.
going to talk over a
$300
bunch of people.
Do it.
No, I mean because we're going to party
yeah,
and
pay
tea,
for
hotels,
gas and
gas.
stuff,
That's exactly what we do. I'm going to talk to Lewis. We're going to set that up.
right.
Lewis is a great guy, too. And all those guys. You want to do that, Paul, for sure?
I'm in.
Good. Yeah. And I need to keep you with us. You know what I mean? I'll talk to you off the air. Anything else going on? Okay, final thing for today. What's your best pick for tomorrow? And this is airing, so you're going to be wrong or right. Right now, tell me your best pick. Not game pick. No lose. Just win the game.
But don't cut them off, all right?
Oh,
Let them
just
talk.
win the game.
Fuck you.
Well,
Keep
just
cutting
win
people
the
off,
game.
bro.
Baltimore.
Points. Yeah, Baltimore's gonna win.
Okay, that's your pick?
It's the lock. I mean, yeah, to win the game. Period. Baltimore.
Okay. Yours? Joe?
I'm telling you right now, Bears. Green Bay's always owned the Bears. Bears tomorrow.
That's your pick?
Bears.
Jeez, I put Green Bay in that game.
I'm gonna piss off a lot for Floridians. So I'm gonna take the Vikings, and I think they cover.
And you take them to win the game.
Win and cover.
See, I'm not like my brother, take the big with the big spread. That's bullshit. That's pussy
The
move.
best game.
That's the pussy move. We all know that. We all put it up there as our game. He wants to play the I call it the weak route. I'm going the tough route. I'm taking an underdog to win the game. And on my best pick, New York Jets.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
What's your
There's
pick?
an underdog.
To win the NFL?
To win,
To win tomorrow.
win tomorrow.
I don't even know who's playing.
Just
All of them?
listen
Are they
to
all
me.
playing?
Just listen to me.
Well, I wanted to just say the Jets are going to win the
6 teams.
NFL.
Just name one of them.
The Jets are going to win the NFL.
Yes,
and then
they
Gary-
are.
and then
the
Gary
championship,
V's-
NFL championship.
And then Gary V's going to buy them.
Oh, Gary V wants to buy the Jets. You're right.
Yeah.
It's a YouTuber. He's
Buy it
big.
now before they win the NFL. It'll be a little cheaper.
Yeah. All right, everybody.
It's $3,500 to get licensed to skydive. And
You
then you
still
have
on
to.
skydiving?
Well, I mean, I got totally ripped off on, when I was trying to explain it. And then you have to buy the gear, which is about $5,000.
Are you crazy?
You need a second
What?
job. Get a
Yeah.
paper out.
Yeah.
I mean, why do you want to do that and
Because-
jump out of a fucking
because-
regular good plane?
Because then he could jump for $20 after he.
Well, you better do a lot of jumps to equal that
Oh,
5,
exactly.
10 grand or whatever
Exactly.
it is.
It's a lot of people.
After spending $8,500,
A lot of jump.
you better jump a lot.
Yeah, but they can't. It's got to be more than that. It must be $20 plus the gas.
No, it's you pay for the gas. That's
What do you think?
do.
They just go up
Yeah.
and let you out at $20?
Yeah.
Well, they
Yes.
take a bunch of people up then.
Yeah. It's
You
you,
ever,
and
see, you ever
then,
golf
and then
in
you're-
Habitat and you see like 20 guys jumping
And then
out
you're
of
in a
plane?
community, and you guys all know each other, and then that's what, like $200 for the pilot.
Does everybody have insurance? Because I want to put insurance on every one of them. Anything else? Anything to report? Joe, Gorilla Man, thank you for coming here.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
The Gorilla Man from Iowa. Check him out, everybody. He is on social media, and it is Be Like Joe. You can still check that out. And the Gorilla Man. You get check his videos out.
Google Iowa Hawkeyes Gorilla Man.
Yep. You'll get it. Paul, anything?
I'll just do a shout out to my mom's 75th birthday. That's why Joe's here.
Happy birthday to your mom.
Yeah.
Dave?
Well, everybody stay safe.
Dave's Ukraine still at war. Go ahead. Anything, Nick? And he's got me. Everybody had a great show. Please stay safe. Make sure you tune in Friday. We got the Dayton show. 200th episode. Have a great day, everybody.
This is The Real Deal with Larry Lawton.